Tiny Basement. We're back here in the basement for the New York Yankees and Cleveland Guardians ALCS Game 3. We got my cheesy old school whiteboard here, but that's what we got working because we're in the basement. It doesn't get any lower than that. Who cares about that when we got the game going on? So let's go. Let's bring it on right now. So far, we got 2 outs and 1 on. 2 outs and 1 on. Basement technical difficulties as usual. Everything was fine. Giancarlo Stanton up right now. Stanton's been a freaking beast, man. We got to give credit where credit's due, man. Everybody who talks about what a bum, his numbers, not a bum. Not a bum. Not even close. Not even close, guys. Guy's been, I think he's getting a home run once every 9 at-bats in the playoffs in his career, and it's not like he ever made the playoffs with the Marlins. So this guy, and I think the only guy in history, not Yankees history, in baseball history to do more than that was Babe Ruth with 4 at-bats. He'd hit a home run in the playoffs. Bruin, OG cellar dweller accounted for, and basement bouncer in the building. Bruin, what's going on, Bruin? Hold on, I got to get Rocco one thing. Bruin, good to see you. Let's go Yankees. Let's go Stanton. Come on. Hold on, Bruin. Oh. They're right in front of me. I'm going over looking somewhere else for him. There you go, Rocco. Rocco's saying what's up to everybody. He doesn't have his jersey on today. It's a little warm down here in the basement, so I don't want to overheat him. But Rocco's in the basement. Let's go. Manav, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Manav's in the basement. What's going on, Manav? Quick, another cellar dweller accounted for. Quick's in the basement. What's going on, Quick? What's happening, everybody? Rocco with the – that's exactly what it looked like, right? And Stanton walks. Come on, Yankees. Let's put this team away. Let's put this team away. Come on. People are mocking the Yankees. Oh, they're playing the Royals. They're playing Cleveland. Hey, look, I'll take whatever I can get. They can say what they want. Honestly speaking, if I was a Yankee hater, I'd be saying it. I don't like the Celtics, and I said the same thing about them. They didn't. Right, Bruin? You can admit it. You're a Celtic fan. They had a pretty easy walk to the finals. I still think they would have made it. I'm just saying they had a pretty easy walk. We'll take easy walks. The Yankees haven't been here in forever. Take whatever we can get. So we got my cheesy whiteboard here. Look at that scoreboard, man. Don't get any better than that. But I'll write things on as the day goes on. Manav, going back to Cali this morning. Nice. How was your trip to Portugal, man? How was it? Come on, Jazz. Guys, did you see the horrendous base running the other night by Jazz and Rizzo? That was awful, man. Did you guys see that? That was terrible. Terrible. OG cellar dweller, another basement bouncer in the basement. Let's go Yankees. Judge hit something in the playoff. I know. He hit that, that 2-run shot the other night? Like, finally. Come on. We need him. Who knew that Stanton would be our guy? Playoff career-wise. Stanton is the guy. Stanton. Gleyber Torres, by the way, has been great leading off, too. Rizzo's not playing today. John Birdie's playing first base today, so we're switching a little bit up. Trevino's catching today, not Wells. That was not a strike. You guys watching this? That was not a strike. Quick, I don't care who we face. I'll take it. Right, I'll take it, too. I don't care. If I was a Yankee hater, I'd be saying it, too. Oh, you didn't have to play Houston. Well, I mean, Detroit beat Houston. Detroit had a great run in the second half, probably next to the Mets, the greatest second half run of the season, right? The Tigers, they came out of nowhere. And somehow Cleveland beat Scooble, of all people, in Game 5. But I don't care who we play to get there. I mean, I get it, but I don't want to hear from any of my friends that are Boston fans telling me about that because, like, the Celtics went to the finals without having to play anybody. Again, I think the Celtics had the team to win the whole thing anyway, but I mean, What's wrong with taking a path that wasn't that difficult? The Florida Panthers took the most difficult route of recent champions, the Lightning, the Bruins, the Rangers, and then Edmonton. They almost blew a 3-0 lead. So Florida gets the if we want to say the most non-cheesiest title, right? They took the non-cheesiest road. They actually went a very tough road. They played tougher teams on the way to the finals than they played in the finals. Edmonton was tough, but I think the Bruins would have beaten them. I think the Rangers would have beaten them. The Lightning might have. I don't think Edmonton was the toughest team that Florida played on their way to the finals, right? I don't think they were. I think the three teams they played in the East were tougher. Yes, it's a permanent addition, Bruin. I'm going to have a second one because I want to do my drawings and designs. It'll be more helpful during football games, like on Sunday night when we find out that the Jets having Davante Adams won't matter anyway. I just have no faith in the Jets at all. I just don't. I mean, until they show me something. I bought in the first. We're at commercial right now, guys. No score. I bought in with the whole Rodgers and everything else. I know there's a lot of season left. I get all that, but great. They got Davante Adams. Great. He's back with Rodgers. Great. I'm on a wait and see basis right now. That's the way I feel. I'm confident we'll beat the Patriots next week. Will they beat the Steelers Sunday night? I don't know. We gave away the game Monday night. We couldn't beat the Broncos when Bo Nix threw for 60 yards. And we should have beaten the Vikings. The Vikings on their own, without our help and interceptions and everything else, only scored 6 points. That was Sam Darnold's first game without a touchdown pass this season. We still found a way to lose. I don't know. People are like, oh, the Jets should beat Pittsburgh on Sunday. Based on what? Based on what? Why should they beat Pittsburgh on Sunday? I believe they'll beat the Patriots. I don't know if we're going to beat Pittsburgh on Sunday. We'll be right here doing it. We'll see. So here's Stephen Kwan coming up, leading off for the Guardians right now. Clark Schmidt on the mound. Schmidt's been good, man. Schmidt's been pretty solid since the board is definitely permanent. I'm going to be doing some fun stuff with that, especially during football games. Because, guys, I promised Rock that I wouldn't freak out anymore and I wouldn't throw hats because you guys all know I have health issues. My heart isn't good. So I'm going to take my frustrations out on the board. So whatever you see me start with may not be that way, but especially during football, hockey games, basketball, I'm going to be drawing a lot on here. I don't know how much I can draw at baseball, but that's going to be my frustration point instead of throwing hats and doing stuff like that. That's going to be the board of anger, the board of death. That'll be the board of death. The beer of death board. Caleb, another cellar dweller first. Ozzy accounted for. Caleb's in the basement. What's going on, Caleb? Blue needs an eye check. No doubt, man. That was not a strike on Jazz. No doubt. I was just watching the next pitch. Sorry. No doubt, Caleb. That was not a strike on Jazz. Like I said, how about that poor base running by Rizzo and Jazz the other night? Thank goodness we won, but I kept thinking, man, we should have had a couple more runs. 3-1 on Quan right now, and 3-2. I was going to say, he better call that a strike. Got to play what's in front of you. Not our fault. The other team's dropped off. Amen, Caleb. Amen. That's right. That's right. Like I said, I'm not ripping on the Celtics. The Celtics have a great team. They probably would have won the whole thing regardless, right? It's not our fault the other team's dropped off. People can say what they want because number 28 is on the way. Trying to decide what to do for dinner. Gunnar, how do you guys like the Amari Cooper pickup? That was a decent pickup. Amari Cooper's got some good hands, man. That was a good pickup. You got to be happy with that, Gunnar. You got to be happy with the Cooper pickup, man. Pizza or hamburger and fries, one faded. Oh, man. Oh, hold on. First pitch fly. That's going to drop in. Come on. He made it to second. No, we got first and second now. Dang, man. First and second, nobody out. Pittsburgh has a great defense. TJ Watt will be a problem with how bad your O-line is playing. Yeah, I don't have any faith in my team at all, Gunnar. That's just where I'm at. I just don't have any faith. I have none. I have none. I expect to beat the Patriots. That's the next guaranteed win I know we're going to get. The good thing about the Pittsburgh Steelers is they have no quarterback. They're going to play Russell Wilson this week, apparently. They have no offense. So we'll see what happens. But I like I said, I'm not going into the game with any expectations anymore. None. We handed Buffalo that game. You know we did. We handed them that game. The referees were terrible. We handed the Denver Broncos that win, and we handed the Vikings a win. We handed teams wins. But that's what the Jets have always done. Rodgers was supposed to be the difference of not losing like that, of getting the game-winning drives. That's what we paid him for. And I'm seeing the same Jets movie I've seen forever. Long drives, falling short, first and goals, getting field goals, or not getting anything at all. I've seen this movie so many times. I just thought it was going to be different. People are like, oh, you got to be excited with Adams. I don't know. We'll see if I get excited about it. Don't get me wrong. I like that he's on the team. I have no expectations. Let's see what happens. The season's not over, obviously, not at 2-4. Jose Ramirez is up. It's like the last guy you want up. I find it funny when people tell me Jose Ramirez is a good player on the Guardians, but he's overrated because he's the best player on that team. What team wouldn't want Jose Ramirez on their team? How is this guy overrated? Jose Ramirez overrated? Some people are telling me that, he just gets pumped up because he's the best player on that team. I'm like, Jose Ramirez is one of the best players in the game. He's a switch hitter. He's a force at the plate. He's definitely far from overrated. That's a weird assessment there that I've heard quite a bit. Yeah, bro, and you're right. Can't go wrong with pizza. Caleb from 8 a.m. over here. I'd get up at 4 for the Yankees. There you go, Caleb. Yeah, guys, like I said, sorry I couldn't be on the other night, man. I just couldn't be on, but I got a chance to watch part of it anyway, so I was pretty happy with what I saw. Did they? I got to take a look at that, Bruin. I'll pull it up in a little bit. OG of OGs, Mr. Marine in the basement. Yankee games on a Thursday. Warrior, nice, cool New York. Oh, it's beautiful out. Okay, so we got 1 and 2 on Ramirez right now. Struck him out. We got away with that one. Struck him out. Big strikeout by Clark Schmidt. Ramirez sitting down. Manav checking in from Portugal, by the way, everybody. Everybody knows Manav is a world traveler, and he's our cricket ambassador. Gunner, the refs were terrible on Monday. I love how even Rodgers called out. Yes, and he's right. That was not roughing, Gunner. I love that Rodgers did that. He said that Esponza hitting him was not roughing. It's like, Gunner, it's like that pass interference call on the Jets on that non-catchable ball that was way out of bounds. How is that pass interference? Both teams were robbed. Josh Allen getting that touchdown called back. Where was the holding? That was a touchdown for the Bills. Where was the hold? I mean, they got called back. These were terrible calls. Terrible calls. Where was the holding? And the roughing the passes are ridiculous. And the pass interference, that ball was uncatchable. Naylor. All right, we got 2 outs. 2 outs. Played by Birdie at first. Second, so it's going to be second and third. 2 outs. We might get out of this, guys. We might get out of this. Maria, hello, Bruin. For those that don't know, look up Lloyd Lindsey Young, the greatest weatherman of all time. He's from the 80s, and he was loud and very obnoxious. Why? Because he was a New York weatherman. Lloyd Lindsey Young. That's what that hello is about for those that don't know. Gunner, Rapp is why we won that game. His tackle on Hall saved the game. Rapp had a huge game. He also hit, I forget which receiver it was. It was like 3rd and long, 3rd and 16. We got the first down, and I forget who dropped that ball, but Rapp hit him hard, man, Gunner. He nailed him. Ground out the Jazz. We got out of the inning. First and second, nobody out, and Cleveland did what sometimes the Yankees do, get nothing. So good to go, guys. Good to go. That tackle on Hall was humongous, and we got no points. That's what I mean. First and goal, that's old school Jets. First and goal equals field goal, interception, fumble, or nothing. Never a touchdown. Rodgers was supposed to change that. Again, guys, people are telling me, Johnny, you're too negative too early. This is 41 years of being the fan does to you of this team. Am I excited about Devontae? Of course. Why wouldn't I be excited about it? Let's just see what happens. That's where I'm at. Let's see what happens. What's really sad is we're one game better than the New England Patriots right now. One game better than them. We have 2 wins. They have 1. They are 1 win away and 1 loss away from being in the basement with New England. That is pathetic. It's atrocious. That's where I'm at, guys. Yes, it's great we got Devontae Adams. Great he played great with Rodgers. Let's see what happens. I know the season's not over. I know that. But they got to beat Pittsburgh, and they're going to beat New England. That's the only thing I'm confident about. They will beat New England. I'm not worried about that one. Manav, going to bed now, Johnny. Know the dwellers. Good night. Good night to you too, Manav. Go Yankees. Yes, sir. See you Sunday. I will be on Sunday night right here for the Jets and the Steelers. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Uh-oh, watch this. Little Fenway Park style, huh? Little old school style here. Look at this. Yes, sir. Look at that. We don't do apps in the basement because we're in the basement. Doesn't get any lower than that. This will be a lot more fun with basketball, hockey, and football, though. Rap is why I read that. Manav going to bed and I read that. J-Ram on the Yankees would be unstalled. Oh, man. Caleb, man, come on. It would be unstoppable. It's like an understatement. No doubt. That would be amazing, Caleb. Oh, you're going to get me dreaming now. Mr. Marine, JB, good Jets trade for you. Hope it goes well now. How is the chalkboard holding up? Everyone in the basement, get ready for your quizzes. Like I said, it's going to be a lot more fun with basketball, hockey, and football, Mr. Marine. A lot more fun. But I enjoyed. I'm going to have a second one over here. Just wait. I'm going to have a second one. Because I want to do all my diagrams on all those other sports. But why not, man? We're in the basement. Who cares? It doesn't get any lower than that. So we're going to bring it old school. All right. Top of the second inning, John Birdie is up. Birdie replacing Rizzo in the game. We'll see how he does. I know they got Cabrera. Rizzo is just bad base running, and Jazz too, man. So Birdie's 2 for 7 in this postseason right now. Doesn't really have many other stats. Gunnar, the refs continue to get worse every year. Oh, man, Gunnar, that was you know what, Gunnar? I wanted that. Remember we were in here. I wanted that game to end. It was every other play, and every play was a flag. Every single play on both teams, it was atrocious. So, right, shout out to Rodgers for saying he didn't rough me. Like, it's getting ridiculous. And I think it's because, there's Birdie struck out. Honestly, I think it's because it's a nationally televised game. Forget the teams. It's just that it's Monday Night Football. They know the entire nation's watching. The league is watching. The officials of the officials are watching. So they're going to make sure every flag is thrown. If you breathe on a quarterback, it's going to be roughing. If you go near a wide receiver and touch him, even if the ball is thrown into the stands, it's going to be pass interference. I mean, the recalls were absolutely ridiculous on both sides. It really took away from the game. I'm not blaming the refs. I can't, because the Bills got as many BS calls against them as we did. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Yeah, I saw some fans wanting a brown Bruins jersey. It would be nice. Oh, yeah, I'm going to look that up. Doug, you got to learn how to spell a little bit there, brother. But I think I get your point. At least subscribe, bell notice, and hit the like button if you're going to say, Fick the Yank me's bro. Fick. The only thing you spelled right was the and bro. At least get your spelling right and subscribe, by the way. We can help you learn how to spell. Caleb, knowing the Jets, they'll beat Pittsburgh but lose to the Pats. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, Caleb. Boom, 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 boom. That, my friend, is knowing the Jets. You're right. If they get like a solid like 28. Hold on, Volpe's up. We got full count now. Full count on Volpe, 3-2. Top of the second inning, nobody on, 1 out. if let's say we beat Pittsburgh, like whatever, like let's say it's something big, like 31-10, right? We'll go out and lose to the Patriots 17-3. That would be so Jets. That would be so Jets right there. Good one on that, Caleb. Good one on that. Yes, you are 1,000%. Beware if we beat Pittsburgh. Beware. We'll be 3-4, and then good one, Caleb. Good one. I like that because that is another thing the Jets would 1,000% pull off. Mr. Marine, Doug, yeah, he doesn't know how to spell, though. Got to help this guy spell. Yank, Mies, and Fick. So, yeah, he's got to learn how to spell, but, as long as you subscribe, he doesn't have to be literate to come in the basement. We got a board. You don't have to be literate. You can be illiterate and be in here. It's all right. Volpe walks. Let's go. Yes, I do, Gunner. That was a fumble. Yes, I do. That was a fumble. Rodgers fumbled. I don't know how they didn't give him – I don't know how they called that an incomplete pass. He fumbled. That was another bad call. You guys had the ball. It was another bad call, Gunner. It's another bad call. No doubt, Gunner. My gaming Doug failed English class. No doubt. That's another no doubter right there, bro, and you nailed it. Gunner, my gaming buddies once had a guy tell them spelling is important. Well, maybe it's not, because look at all the misspelling that Doug had here, and I still kind of figured out what he meant. So, no, maybe it's not important. I mean, we could figure out what he meant. Verdugo gets a hit. Going down the line. Volpe's running. Makes it the third. Good. Verdugo pulls off the double. We got second and third right now. They're probably going to review Verdugo's hit. I'm telling you, I'm glad they chose. I can't wait to see Jason Dominguez in the future, but I'm glad they took Verdugo. Just because of his fielding, it's just great, man. People think I'm crazy, but he's a better fielder and he has a better arm than Soto does. That's a fact. He plays the ball better in the field than Soto does, and he has a better arm than him. He does. He's obviously not a better hitter, not even close, but he's a better fielder than Soto all around. Now, Gunner, I will tell you this. What was with our field goal kickers battling on who can miss more? Boy, that was one of the worst field goal kicking displays I've ever seen by both teams, Gunner. That was terrible. Both kickers, how are they even still on the team? Either one of them. How's Bass and Greg the Leg even on the team anymore? Either one of them. That was pathetic. That was a joke. Man. Both field goal kickers were like, oh, you want to miss that extra point? Watch me do it. You want to miss that field goal? Watch me miss this extra point. Watch me miss this field goal. Watch me miss the game-tying field goal. That was an absolute disgrace. Both of those field goal kickers should be off the team. Both of them. That was awful, man. These weren't like 60-yard bombs. Like, great. Zerline missed a 33-yarder, man. Come on. All right, so here we go. Second and third right now. One out, top of the second inning. We keep going on about the Jets and the Bills, but who do the Bills play this week? Trevino is up. Trevino playing for Wells today, probably because we have a lefty on the mound. Watch Trevino smack like a 3-run homer. I hope he does. Let Trevino hit smack a 3-run homer. At least he's a really solid catcher, though, but see what happens. Oh, absolutely, Mr. Marine. I figured that one out. Absolutely. 100%. 100%. I figured that out. Yep. He tried to be tricky with it, but I figured it out. Way back. Another cellar dweller, another Ozzy accounted for. Way back is in the basement. 1-1 on Trevino right now. One out. Second and third. Runners in scoring position. Trevino gets a hit. One run is in. Trevino, boom, 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 boom. Trevino gets an RBI hit, guys. Trevino usually doesn't hit. He's usually allergic to hitting. He's usually very allergic to hitting. He got a hit. An RBI single for Trevino. That's what's up, man. When Trevino gets RBI hits, we're winning the game. Like, we have to win. Trevino got an RBI single. We have to win. Like, that doesn't happen. Look at the whole Yankees bench is standing up like Trevino hit the game-winning grand slam. I mean, they're all standing up like, what? Jose got a hit. He's a great defensive catcher. Don't get me wrong. He is good. Not at hitting. Gleyber Torres leading off right now. We got first and third, one out, 1-0 on Torres. Oh. Gunnar, one of Bass's was ruled. The other was just terrible. Oh, come on. More bad base running by the Yankees. Trevino caught in a rundown, but we probably get the run in. Verdugo didn't go home. Trevino picked off. That's Jazz, Rizzo, and now Trevino all picked off. What is going on? Look at that, guys. Wow, what stepped up into 1981 here? Come on, this is really pathetic. I guess Verdugo shouldn't go home because both guys were looking at the plate too, like they were expecting him to go. So this base running has been absolutely pathetic. Absolutely pathetic, the Yankees, the last couple of games. You know what? Not for nothing. This has really been going on all season. This honestly has been going on all season. This isn't something new to the playoffs. This has been going on all year. Come on, Gleyber, get that second run in. Got 1-1 now. 2 outs. Verdugo on third. Oh, Buffalo. Oh, you should win that. Levis sucks, man. The Titans are terrible, man. You should beat them. Everybody's telling me, man, the Jets are the bet to win Sunday night. I don't believe it till I see it. Just don't. I'll try not to be as negative, but I can't help it. Rick the Ninja, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Rick the Ninja in the basement. What's going on, brother? Good to see you in here, man. Good to see you in here. Denver, yes, welcome back in, Denver. I did, of course, man. Got Devontae Adams. Let's see what happens. That's all I can say, Denver. Let's see what happens, man. That's all I can say right now. You got to see what happens. You know, what did you think? Amari Cooper, by the way, you guys, I mean, Gunner, did you answer that? Because if you did, I didn't see. You gotta like getting Amari Cooper. Oh, Gleyber, that's an out. Poor base running that. You know what that could have been? That could have been a run in, but Trevino got picked off. So we got 1-0 Yankees. Oh, let me catch up my board here, guys. Watch out. Look at this. This will be more fun with the with basketball, hockey, and football because I'm going to do all my diagrams. But I'm going to have a second board so I can just have the score and then do my angry diagrams on which will be whatever. Bruin, yeah, it's pretty good, Caleb, though. I would have preferred if they went, oh, yeah, let me check that out. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I said I would check this out. Let me check this out. Hold on. Bruins unveil commemorative uniform ahead of December 1st centennial game. Let's see it. Oh, that's nice, man. Oh, I like that, Bruin. Bruin, that's a nice jersey, man. I like that. Or sweater, as we would call them in hockey. Sweater. Bruin, I like that, man. That's actually got a nice appeal to it. Beautiful jersey, man. I like the way they have the white and the bear on the front. The gold lining, the gold like kind of perimeter at the bottom and the black at the bottom. That's a nice jersey, man. I actually really like that. I'm not going to buy it because I don't buy Boston anything, but I do like the jersey, man. Bruin, that's really nice. Good one there, man. So Gunnar, did you answer that? Do you like the Amari Cooper? How can you not like the Amari Cooper? That's a good pickup, man. Guy's got hands. He's got to be thanking the high heavens that he's off the Browns. You guys remember Elijah Moore? Remember, he went to the Browns. Elijah Moore. He's not having any more fun over there than he had with the Jets. Our base running. Caleb, it is an absolute shocking disgrace to professional base. This looks like a peewee league out there. Jazz gets picked off on the second yesterday. Then, like an inning later, Rizzo gets picked off between second and third. And now Trevino gets picked off between first and second. And I got to be honest with you, there was hits right after that. That's at least 3 runs accounted for because Glaber just flew out like enough to left field where Verdugo would have scored on a sacrifice fly because there would have been 1 out. But nope. So the AAF. No, I do not, Bruin. What was the AAF? Bottom of the second inning now. What I hate about TBS is they never like catch you up on, oh man, that was hit. Verdugo back by the wall, caught it on the warning track. Rick, Johnny, if you were a baseball player, what song would be your walk-up song to the plate? That'll start some good conversation here. We know what Gunner's would be. Look at this photograph. That would be Gunner's walk-up song. Sorry, Gunner, I drop a nickel back on. You know what? Mr. Marine? I'll tell you. It's 1 out right now. Nobody on. Bottom of the second. 0-1. Hold on. Oh, did he get that? No, Glaber got it. I thought that was going in the hole. Nope, he got it. 2 outs. You know what mine would be, Mr. Marine? One of them? How about Five Finger Death Punch with Rob Halford? Lift Me Up. The opening to that song is freaking crazy. Dun, 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 dun. That's a good one right there. Five Finger Death Punch, Lift Me Up with Rob Halford. That is a great open. That's a great walk-up song. That's a great walk-up opening right there. Yeah, let's see. What would you guys do? Okay, bottom of the second. That was a ball 1-0. We got Austin Hedges up, the catcher. He's hitting 152 on the regular season. He's 0 for 9 in the postseason. Let me not jinx that by saying that. He probably hit a home run. Oh my gosh, yeah, the football. You know what, Bruin? There's so many freaking football leagues in the spring, but people are telling me that the UFL is worth watching because it's like old school football. They actually let you hit, and like no, there's no flags, and people actually like bang each other around. I might check out a game this year. The UFL, right? The XFL and the USFL ground out the first. Yankees out of the inning. 1-2-3. 1-2-3. So that's the end of the second. So Yankees are coming up, right? So that would be, watch this. How about that arrow, huh? Top of the third inning. Whoa. Watch out. Just thinking on the fly there. Never forget the problem with AAF Chancey Orlando. Caleb, how in the world you even know that? I don't know. I got to give you credit, Caleb. You are you know a hell of a lot about American sports, man. That's awesome, Caleb. Good stuff. I don't even know who they were. Bad to the Bone, way back. There's a good one. Good old George Thorogood. No football league. Oh, I read that. Little George Thorogood there, way back. I like the one bourbon, one scotch, one beer, right? I like that song. That's just a great song. One bourbon. I like George Thorogood, man. I mean, like I didn't run out and buy his stuff, but he had some decent stuff, man. Gonna go get my dinner. I'll be right back. All right, Gunner. Make sure you bring enough for everybody. Bruin, Bad to the Bone's a good one. I might get that. Bruin, you have to get that jersey. If I was a Bruins fan, I'd be all over that, man. I'd be all over that. Hey, Rick. Arsenal, 12:30 Saturday. I might just be doing that game right here in the basement, Rick. Right here in the basement. Arsenal, Saturday at 12:30. Soccer, a little soccer entering the basement, 12:30 Saturday. I'm probably going to be doing that one, Rick. I guess I'm the only one that remembers the Alliance of American Football. Bruin, it's like me reading that, I don't even remember it. I never paid attention to spring football. Never did. Yeah, that was a good pickup, Gunner. That was a solid pickup. I think so. If I was a Bills fan, I'd be pretty happy about that. Guy's got hands, man. He's reliable. Yeah, Caleb remembers everything. Caleb, I got to tell you, man, I'm pretty impressed. Mine would rapid fire by Priest. Oh, now you're talking. Or Maiden Trooper. Oh, that would be a good opening one. That's a good one. Way back, Highway to Hell. Yeah. Especially with the bell opening the song way back. Bung! Trevor Hoffman way back, interestingly enough. Juan Soto leading off top of the third. Nobody out. 1-0 Yankees. Why does Juan Soto fake a bunt? Like, who would ever waste a Juan Soto at bat with a bunt? Way back, interestingly enough, Trevor Hoffman, the all-time, one of the greatest closers of all time. He was the all-time saves leader until Mariano Rivera took it from him. But Trevor Hoffman opened up to Hell's Bells. He sure did. He came out to Hell's Bells. Boom. Yes, he did. So that was a good one way back. Actually, somebody did that. Denver, it looks like the LA Dodgers versus Yankees World Series. I hate to say it, that next year the Ohtani might be targeting with Beamers. Oh, man. He might be, man. He might be. Yeah, that's a good call. You know what's funny, Denver, is the Mets have earned the right. The Mets have earned the right to not count them out, right? Haven't they? The Mets have shown enough and have earned the right to not count them out just yet. I agree with you. I think it's going to be the Dodgers, too. I'm almost sure it will be. But the Mets have earned that right. You can't count them out. You just can't. Like, they lose 9-0 in game one, and the leadoff hit in this game two was Lindor hitting a home run. Like, makes you forget the 9-0 right away, lifted his whole team up. So I don't see the Dodgers losing it either, but I will not count them. The Mets have shown me enough not to count them out. Is that fair? I think that's fair. Denver, I read that. Sounds good to me, Johnny. Come on, Gunners. Oh, yeah, Rick. Rick, I already got an Arsenal jersey, man. We're all in. I'm all in, just like I did with footy with the Brisbane Lions. When I go in with a team, I'm all in. I already got the jersey, man. You'll see it Saturday, Rick. I mean, unless we're doing something, I'll be doing the game. I'm going to do a lot of Arsenal games. Aaron Judge up. Come on, Judge. Come on, Judge. One out, nobody on. Come on, Judge. Give us something. Bruin, heck yeah, shout out to Caleb. Caleb, I'm going to get there with footy. I'm good. I'm good with footy, but I'm not good with history. And when I talk about my sports, I love to talk about history, man. I love to just throw analogies and things from the past, and I can't do that with footy because I don't know enough about it yet, but I know what I've been watching. So Aaron Judge is 3 for 30 at Cleveland, a career. And he grounds out the shortstop. I just don't want to call him A-Rod yet. What do you think is going on with Aaron Judge, man? Honestly. Look at Giancarlo Stanton. Judge should be hitting like that. He should be hitting like Stanton. I don't get it. Just don't get it. Motley Crue. Oh! Wild Side's a good one, Mr. Marine. How about, speaking of Stanton, here he is. How about Knock 'em Dead Kid by Motley Crue? Mr. Marine, Knock 'em Dead Kid is a good opening. Mick Mars opening up Knock 'em Dead Kid. Come on, Mr. Marine, I can go wrong with that. It's one of my favorite Crue songs. Now that song is in my head. That song, that's like old Motley Crue. That's when Vince Neil was killing it as a front man. 1-1 right now, 2 outs, nobody on Stanton. Come on, 2-1. Come on, Stanton. Grounds out the shortstop. Listen, Stanton, you can ground out the shortstop. He could bobble it, flip it, turn around, talk to the third baseman about what they're doing after the game, pick the ball back up, throw it to first, and still get Stanton by 3 steps. And that's not because Stanton's not hustling. That's because he is hustling. Way back. Oops, sorry for my spelling. I just woke up from last night's jam session. That's all right. We already had worse spelling in here way back. You missed it. When someone told us to fick the Yankees. Fick the Yank-mees. Fick the Yank-mees. So don't worry about it way back. You're way ahead of that guy, so you're all right. Bit different, but Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fight. Oh, man, Caleb. Dropping the Wu-Tang, man. Come on. Did you watch their documentary on Hulu, Caleb? That is a great documentary. Anybody that hasn't seen a Wu-Tang documentary on Hulu? That's a must-see, man. That is a must-see. Wow. That was a great group, man. Really good group. Good shout out on that one, Caleb. For whom the bells toll. Well, which song is better? I'm more of a Metallica fan, so I'll be biased. But they're both pretty close. They're both legendary songs, Rick. They're both legendary songs, man. Oh, Mr. Marine, Working Man, Rush. John Rutsey was the drummer during that one. That was a decent album. How about In the Mood? Remember that song? Working Man is like a legendary song. Look at us. We get basement songs, everything. Oh, we're going to the bottom of the third. Whoops. No, you know what? That doesn't work. How about this? Oh, no, that does work. There you go. Still 1-0 Yankees. Although I'd have to be considered censored a little bit. Just a little bit. Ah, Caleb, what a great... Man, oh, man, I don't know who has not seen that documentary, but it's not even a documentary. It's kind of like a documentary like in a series, though. It was a Wu-Tang series, but it was kind of like a documentary. It's really good. Because everybody that played their roles from Method Man to ODB to RZA to, oh, man, dude, Ghostface Killer, man, all of it. These guys played them all to the T, man. It was really good. Really good. Both are good and can't be. Yeah, it's hard to choose on that one. How about Mr. Marine? How about the opening to Painkiller? How about Painkiller? That's a freaking like we're getting right into it. How about opening to like Holy Wars by Megadeth? Holy Wars. Holy Wars would be another good one, Mr. Marine. Angus, another cellar dweller accounted for. Angus in the basement. Yes, sir. The 8-ounce crew and the other cellar dwellers. Yes, sir. Yeah, Caleb, I thought the homer would have gotten his. I thought we would have turned a corner there, right? Thought we would have turned a corner there with that home run the other night. I don't know what's going on with him, man. It's getting a little frustrating that I don't get it. That's it. Oh, did he get that? Birdie almost caught that. Nice try by Birdie. He almost caught that. It ends up being a hit, but man, that went right in and out of the glove, like the tip of his glove, like he extended for. You guys watching this, right? Oh, that was a hard hit. Birdie almost caught that. Went right off the top of his glove. Can pick between Newcastle United because they also wear black and white stripes and are Magpies, and Leeds United since I got family from there. Oh, like the Collingwood Magpies. Rick, both the good can't choose. I thought the homer. I read that. Angus jumps right in and says, "Hell's Bells is the way." Bruin, what's up, Angus? Denver, it's fair, but New York Mets got no answer to Ohtani unless they start throwing at him or walking him. Which, yeah, I know it. It's true. I mean, you know they are the cardiac kids, right? I mean, look what they did to the Brewers, man. Like the Brewers had that game. All right, Stephen Kwan's back up, man on first, nobody out. Stephen Kwan, he has some ridiculous number. Like he strikes out like 8% of the time during the season. Like 8% of the time. He's like almost impossible to strike out, Stephen Kwan. He like never strikes out. And he didn't strike out there either, but that's a fly out to Judge. It looks like anyway. Yep. Fly out. That's one down. Yes, the bouncer crew. Yes, Bruin and Gunner. Bruin bounced somebody the other night. So I'm way behind on these chats. Way back. Welcome to JB's new second segment. Hum along with Johnny. That's right. We stepped into 1981 here. Now I just got to pull out a harmonica or something way back. MC Live Wire. PC Action. Motley Crue Live Wire. Oh, you're going back to Too Fast for Love album. Take Me to the Top. Oh, man. Mr. Marine, we're dropping some Motley Crue freaking legendary classics. Motley Crue is one of my favorite bands, but I don't put them in the Iron Man. I don't put them in that category. But I sure as hell don't put them in when people put them in the hair band warrant category. No freaking way. You don't get guitarists like Mick Mars and get stuck in those bums kind of Firehouse and all that. No way. Bruin, whoever's number 5 in Minnesota has an awesome mustache. All right, Bruin, I'll look for it. Tony, another cellar dweller accounted for, another Ozzy in the basement. 2-1 right now on Manzaro. It's 3-1. 3-1, a little high. 3-1. Come on, man. This is where that horrible base running comes into play. And Ramirez is on deck. Can we get like a double play? I want Ramirez to come up with nobody on at all times. Come on, Schmidt. Let's go. Uh-oh, that is gone, people. That is out of here. 2-run home run. Now Ramirez is coming up. 2-run bomb by Manzardo. 2-1 Cleveland. 2-1 Cleveland, bottom of the third. Oh, and it's his first career postseason home run. Isn't that wonderful? That's beautiful, huh? You guys notice, too, in the playoffs here, even with the pitch clock, these games are back to like 3.5 hours. Like I saw a couple of games this year that were like just over 2 hours, but now it's like bottom of the third, and this game is already an hour old. How is that with the pitch clock if during the season, sometimes after an hour, we're in the 5th inning already, right? And there hasn't, up until now, there really hasn't been much going on. Tony, always appreciate you listening and checking in with us, man. Angus, the old school Town Square baseball scoreboard, we're boss. Too bad I never saw one of those. You're seeing it right here in the basement, man, right here. We got you right here. We got retro in the basement, retro. Like I said, the board's going to be a lot of fun with the basketball, hockey, and football, man, because I'll be drawing all over it. Peace sells, but who's buying? Yes, Rick. Come on, man. These are nailing it now. Nailing it. Nice try by Birdie. Yeah, I'm a little behind here. Public Enemy, Bring the Noise. That was my favorite rap group of all time, Public Enemy. It's kind of funny. My favorite group was Rush, and my favorite rap group was Public Enemy. They both went to the Hall of Fame the same year. Isn't that funny? There's pictures of Chuck D with Neil Peart and Getty and Alex. Incredible. Incredible, man. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Bring the Noise. Bring the Noise. And the remake with Anthrax was good too, Mr. Marine. The remake they did with Anthrax was great. Okay, so it's 2-2 on Ramirez now, bottom of the third. And they still do that live, by the way, to this day. You know, Be Real from Cypress Hill and Chuck D got together with the remaining band members of Rage Against the Machine, and they called them Prophets of Rage. You guys ever listen to Prophets of Rage? They were good. They made some good hits together. They made some good jams together. Prophets of Rage. If you haven't heard them, Pull them up. Prophets of Rage. It's Chuck D, Be Real from Cypress Hill, which was another one of my favorite rap groups. They basically were rap rock, really. And Rage, like Tom Morello and Brad Wilk and Tim whatever, the bassist. I don't mean Tim whatever. I just forget his I forget his last name, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Prophets of Rage. They had some good stuff. On the bright side, Judge has been great in center field. Same like Verdugo. You had to start him over Dominguez in the outfield. Verdugo is one of the better fielders in the game. His bat is terrible, but remember Ozzie Smith? You take Ozzie Smith playing shortstop in a heartbeat, and who cares if he didn't bat that great sometime, you know? Yeah, Mr. Marie, Motley Crue is I mean, everybody says, he walked Ramirez. Come on. Don't keep this inning going. Got to get this inning shut down. I think Theater of Pain, people think that's their worst album. Theater of Pain was a good album. I have the t-shirt for Theater of Pain. But I mean, they definitely made better albums than that. But they had Too Fast for Love, Shout at the Devil. What came after that? Theater of Pain came after that, I think. Then Girls, Girls, Girls. Then Dr. Feelgood, right? Am I missing one? Too Fast for Love, Shout at the Devil, Theater of Pain, right? Theater of Pain. There was nothing in between those two, right? No, I don't think so. Kayla, this game should be tied if it weren't for the base running. Amen. Amen. Pizza secured on my way home. There you go, Gunner. There you go. All right, Josh Naylor. Doesn't Josh Naylor look like he could be a villain in an old school Western, like a Clint Eastwood Western? Way back, Port power play, never tear us apart before the bounce. Way back, that went over my head. I don't know what that means. I'm trying to figure it out. So, that better be foul. That's foul. Right down the line, that's foul. Way back, are you guys, Caleb, are you guys getting the game over there? Tony, you guys getting this game on KO or whatever you're watching on? Good one, Denver, Port Adelaide. Oh, In Excess, Never Tear Us Apart. I'm caught up now. Never Tear Us Apart. In Excess, Michael Hutchinson. What did he kill himself for, man? Another one that killed himself. Devil Inside. Yeah, In Excess had some good songs. Bruin, yeah, those old baseball scoreboards you had to change manually were awesome. Fenway Park still does it. Fenway does it. I don't know. Does Wrigley Field still do it? Angus, I saw Public Enemy with Urge Overkill. Wow. Angus, dropping the Urge Overkill. Wow, man. Yeah, Public Enemy was awesome. And when I heard Chuck D and they first came out, I mean, I like Run DMC. I like Beastie Boys, but Public Enemy came out. It was like, bam. I mean, like they brought it strong. They brought it. I loved it. Sophisticated B was the first song I ever heard by Public Enemy, and it was great. In my 98. Yep. Public Enemy was just awesome, man. Denver, I know Steele from Port Adelaide. Why not? Way back, although Power fans like to tear each other apart. Beer of Death, apparently, I've heard about. Caleb, Bulls on Parade actually being Bulls on Parade, People of the Sun. Rage Against the Machine, sure. How about Wake Up? How about Wake Up? Know Your Enemy. Ashes in the Fall is a very underrated song by Rage Against the Machine. Trevino, they're trying to steal. Safe. Ramirez made that? There's 2 outs right now. Ramirez made it looks like. Hold on, they might review this. They're going to review it. They're going to review it. I don't know what I think. Hold on. Let me not be biased because I'll always say I think he was out, but I didn't really see it. Here it is. Oh, I think he's safe. Hold on. That was a terrible angle they just showed. I don't even know if he even tagged them. Why are they reviewing this? Oh, no, he's out. He's out. That's why they're reviewing this. He's out. They finally showed the angle. They're showing the angle where the guy's sliding in. That's all you see is he's sliding in. That's it. Like, how am I going to determine it from that? People of the Sun. Bomb track, Caleb. How about bomb track? Or bomb track, bullet in the head. Gorilla Radio. I'm a big Rage fan too, Caleb. Imagine that at a baseball game. Can you imagine that? That would be hilarious. I never think Tear Us Apart would be a better for a pitcher walk-up since you got to let the song play longer. Truba, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Truba in the basement. What's going on, man? Good to see you in here. Good to see you in here, Truba. Ozzie Smith saved so much runs, he's arguably the GOAT amongst all defensive players. I honestly would take Ozzie Smith over anybody at shortstop. That's just me. I know there's people you can argue it with. I'm talking about defensively. Defensively, like, how many were better than Ozzie Smith? The call stands. He's safe. I think he was out. Hold on. Dude. Yeah, well, I was right. They were paying girls, Dr. Feelgood. So it went Too Fast for Love, Shout at the Devil, Theater of Pain, Girls, Dr. Feelgood. Yeah, I was right in that order. Okay. I thought I missed an album somewhere in there, but I didn't this time. KO hasn't crashed yet, surprisingly. Oh, good. Don't make me give props to the Red Sox. I know. I shouldn't even mention the Red Sox. I was just talking about the board itself. You know what else is done there, too? Losing the last 3 seasons. Not even making the playoffs. Core's not allowed to cheat anymore. They haven't made the playoffs. Coincidence? Just saying. JS, as Mr. Marine would say. JS. All right, man, on second. 47 pitches for Schmidt. Now it's 1-1. 1-2. 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. Let's go, guys. Come on. Dio, stand up, shout, we rock, last in line. Holy diver. You dropping Ronnie James Dio in here, Mr. Marine. I already told you should be up there with Ozzie, man. He should be recognized. Angus, Public Enemy is very powerful. They remind me of James Brown. Yeah, Chuck D had a powerful voice, Angus. He had a real presence, man. Real presence. He was real, spoke about real stuff. I always liked him. All right, here we go, 2-2. Oh, come on. He doesn't give him that pitch. I mean, this umpire, it was a ball, but he's been striking out Yankees on stuff even further off. Come on. Give it time, Caleb. Give it time. Yep. Bruin. Yes, Trouba's back. We got the Knicks coming back next week. The Rangers are on. Well, I won't be doing a Ranger game tonight, but they're on later on. Come on, Volpe. Get him out. Beautiful play by Birdie at first base, who hasn't played much first base except for the playoffs this year. Good stretch by Birdie. On a bounce, man. Birdie looks like a seasoned veteran at first base with a play like that. Beautiful. All right, so it's 2-1. We got plenty of time. It's only 1 run. We're going to win this game. First 3 album. Any Rage Against the Machine. Yeah, any one of them. Any one. But Ashes in the Fall, Caleb, that is like my favorite under-the-radar song by Rage. A lot of people don't even know that. Ashes in the Fall, really good. That is a great song, man. Great song. Gunner, you guys know baseball better than I ever will. Who is the best at every position all time? Oh, man, that is a loaded question, Gunner. That's a loaded question. Shortstop, like I said, me personally, now this is just defensively. Defensively, I would take Ozzie Smith at shortstop over anybody. I know you can argue some people, but that's me. That's who I would take. Bruin, I do hope Wrigley still has the old school scoreboard. I don't know if it does or not. Gehrig at first. I agree with that too, Truba. Yep. Bench behind the plate with a very close second to Yogi. Truba, how about center field? Center field would be a tough one. Maggio or Mantle or Willie Mays. Man, you got there's a Ken. I was going to say Ken Griffey on the Mariners was one of the best center fielders. Center field would be right. I'll tell you what, the greatest leadoff hitter of all time is Ricky Henderson. Ricky Henderson, to me, is the greatest leadoff hitter of all time. He'll turn a single into a triple. All-time base stealing leader, and no one's ever going to come close. I think the record for a regular season is 134 bases stolen in one season, and he owes over 1,400 all time. Ricky Henderson would be my pick for leadoff hitter. Caleb, if Mantle wasn't injured, he's the GOAT center fielder. Arguably still could be. Mike Schmidt at third, yeah. Gardini, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Gardini is in the basement. What's up, Gardini? Best center fielder I ever saw was Junior, yeah. Ken Griffey Jr. has got to be in that argument, no doubt. I agree. He was great, but injuries held him. Right. Injuries held him back, and Griffey had a lot of problems over time. But, man, at the time, phenomenal. Pete Rose. I would take Gehrig over Pete Rose at first. But hitting-wise, I mean, we're talking about some – now we're getting down to splitting hairs here. Yeah, Robin Yount at short, Mays center field. Robin Yount. Wow, there you're pulling out a legendary Brewer right there, Mr. Marine. Legendary Brewer. Robin Yount. That was a good – just hearing the name right now is like a great shout-out. All right, so it's 2-1 Guardians going to the top of the fourth inning, guys. Top of the fourth inning. Now it's going to be funny because when I do, like I said, the other sports, this board is going to be phenomenal. I'm going to have another board, though, so I can keep the score. I don't care about apps. This is the basement. This is the way we're doing it. Jazz up. Thank goodness we have Jazz for a couple of years, man. I really like this kid. His base running has been really bad, but overall, he's been playing a great third base. 2-1. Nope, he hit that. Forget it. And that's an out, so forget what I was about to say. It's no point right now. Trouba, best center fielder I ever saw. I read that, Angus. Mays and Griffey. Yep. Way back. Hey, Tony, if you can hear, the Hawks got Barris from West Coast and Battle from the Saints in the trade period. Oh, I think Denver asked me that earlier, and I thought he was talking about the NFL trade. I think he did say, sorry, Denver. I'm sorry, Denver. I think you were talking about the AFL, and I talked about the NFL. It didn't hit me till just now reading Wayback's comment that I think I said the wrong thing. But we're in the basement. That's going to happen. Probably Mays center fielder. My Yankees bias was talking. Yeah, I got some Yankees bias too. John Birdie up 1-0 on him right now. 1-1. Come on, guys, let's go. Let's get this run right back. A-Rod at short. Trouba, as an overall player, I would take A-Rod at short. But you think he was better defensively than Ozzie Smith? That's the one thing people forget. I love Derek Jeter. I absolutely love him. But as a shortstop, I would take A-Rod over Jeter at short. I would take A-Rod over anybody as defensively except Ozzie Smith. I'd take Ozzie Smith at short over anybody. But A-Rod, I could definitely see the argument there. That's high. 2-2. Come on, Birdie. Come on. Angus, second base, Joe Morgan. Good shout out on that one, too. Joe Morgan was a great second baseman. Caleb, funny how out of the center fielders we are talking about, Mays was the only one who wasn't ruined by injury. Big what ifs with Ken Griffey Jr., Trout, and Mickey Mantle. You know what's funny? A lot of people – oh, come on. Birdie struck out. So 2 down. Birdie struck out. You know what's funny, man, is a lot of people get on Mike Trout. And it's really just because people are pissed. They want to see him play on a team that's going to make the playoffs and see what he can do. And he stayed with the Angels. And a lot of people down him because they say that, he can't handle pressure. He doesn't want to come to Philly or he doesn't want to come to New York. He wants to stay tucked away on the Angels. Well, so what? That doesn't mean he's not a great player. Whether, yes, we're not going to see him battle tested, I guess. I guess there is some truth to that a little bit. But that's ball 2. 2-0 on Glaber. On Volpe. 2-0 on Volpe. A-Rod was a great shortstop, no doubt. Oh, 100%. 100%. Second base, Morgan. Catcher, bench. Best reliever, Mariano Rivera. That's no doubt. Right field, Clemente. Third base, Robinson. We're all dropping some amazing names. Trout won 3 MVPs before turning 30. Right, Gardini? And people hate on him because he didn't. You know what it is? A lot of the media didn't like that he stayed in with the Angels. They wanted him to go to a pressure-filled market and see what he can do. Well, you see what he can do. You can't down the guy because he wanted to stay where he was at. So what? Volpe with a hit to the shortstop. I thought it might have it wasn't hit as hard as I thought. So Yankees 3 up, 3 down, going to the bottom of the 4th inning. Still 2-1. I like the board better when we were doing basketball, hockey, or football. But it's here to stay. A-Rod was Gold Glove, power, speed, and all-around player, Trouba. I agree with you. All around. We're talking hitting. We're talking the whole package. I'm taking A-Rod over anybody. All I'm saying is defensively, I think Ozzie Smith was a better defensive shortstop. But all-around player, that's A-Rod all day. Bruin, Joe Morgan was great. JB, who's your starting rotation of all time? You know, it's funny. I tell people this, and a lot of people think that I think it's arguable, but like he wouldn't be my number 1, but I would put Greg Maddux in there. I'd put Greg Maddux in my top 5. Greg Maddux is so underappreciated as a pitcher. He's so underappreciated as a pitcher, Greg Maddux. I would have him in my 5, maybe like 4 or 5, but he would be in my 5. Trouba and steroids. A-Rod was gold. A-Rod, Tony Gwynn has to be on a team. Tony Gwynn, we went over his stats. You know, he averaged striking out 21 times in a 162-game season. He averaged 21 strikeouts a season for his career. There's guys that strike out 21 times in like a week. That's so mind-blowing. It's not even funny. I have his stats. I have just some of his stats. I'll talk about Tony Gwynn's stats later, man, but he was just a ridiculous. He's one of the greatest hitters of all time, pure hitters of all time. No, I agree with you, True. I'm just talking about defensively. I'm not talking about all around. All around, I would take A-Rod. All around. I'm just talking about defensively. Ozzie was better than A-Rod. Defensively, not all-around player. All-around player, it's A-Rod all day. Number 1 pick has been named in Australia baseball team preliminary squads. I just scrolled off that. Sorry, Denver. I just hit the scroll button. I don't know where I was. Denver. Oh, you retracted it. Okay, that's why that happened. Oh, Ruth is definitely in. Pitching-wise and batting. Yeah, no doubt. He's in both. Babe, you got to count Babe Ruth in there. Isn't it funny that none of us have mentioned like Barry Bonds? He's got to be. I know the steroids are not. He's one of the greatest hitters and most fearsome hitters of all time. Barry Bonds is one of the most fearsome hitters of all time. Like who gets walked with the bases loaded, steroids or not? And he was a Hall of Famer anyway. Barry Bonds. He was a Hall of Famer anyway. Seattle A-Rod, Yankees A-Rod, 2 different players, both great. Yeah, it's funny how the media, when they talked about hold on, 0-2 now. 0-2 on Schneeman, 6th batter in the order for Cleveland. Bottom of the 4th inning, still 2-1 Cleveland. The media love to just show A-Rod's postseason stats, but only the Yankees. They never include the Mariners' postseason stats because that would bump his average up a lot. But A-Rod, like I said, we can't get into the personalities. He said a lot of weird things about like Jeter when he used to knock Jeter. Oh, look at all the players he has around him. He's gonna get pitched to. It's like, well, A-Rod played on a team with a whole lot of players around him, like Tino and Edgar Martinez and Ken Griffey Jr. and Jay Buhner and Joey Cora. Like, that was weird that A-Rod said that when he was on the Mariners, kind of hating on Jeter a little bit, talking about how, of course, he's playing great. Look at all the people that hit around him. So it was a little weird that he said that, but Gibson, Seaver, and Ryan. Oh, Bob Gibson all day. Tom Seaver, Nolan Ryan. Yep. What about George Brett? As a starter or on the team? George Brett was a monster, too. Nolan Ryan, best pitcher to me last 40 years. Nolan Ryan had what, like 7 no-hitters and another 5 that went into the 9th inning before they were broken up. He could have had like 12 no-hitters. Trouba and won many Gold Gloves as well. I agree, Marine. Ryan was unhittable. Yeah, the Mets traded him away for Jim Fregosi, right? Am I right on that, Trouba? I think it was Jim Fregosi they traded him away for. It's like the Islanders, the dumbass Islanders trading away Zdeno Chara for Alexei Yashin. Alexei Yashin was like the Bobby Bonilla of baseball, of hockey when it came to getting paid and not playing. Yeah. We're going to trade Chara away and then embarrass our Islander fans by bringing him back so he could retire an Islander in his last year when he had nothing left. Pre-steroid, yeah, that's what I mean. Bonds was one of the greatest before the steroids. So that's the thing. We count the steroid era or we don't. Bonds was already great without it. A-Rod was already great without it. They did what a lot of people did, but Bud Selig's in the Hall of Fame, and he knew about all of it, and he's in there. I think it would be the ultimate insult if they throw Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame right now and then hear all the media and the gatekeepers of the Hall of Fame that will talk so highly about Pete Rose because he passed away and be so hypocritical because they were the ones that didn't want him in. So I on top of it, Pete Rose has everything that he's ever done. Uniform gear wise is in their bats and cleats and jerseys and all his records are, everything's in there except him. He's not in there. What do you think guys think about that? So we're out of the inning now, guys. Just about out of the inning. So what do you think about that? And you want to hear these gatekeepers that wouldn't let him in? These media guys, and they're all going to be kissing his butt now. Oh, they're going to speak so highly of him because he passed away? He should have been in already. No, we mentioned DiMaggio and Ichiro. What about Ichiro? Ichiro's one of the greatest hitters in the game. Pick Ted Williams over DiMaggio. I can see that. Oh, no, that's going to go down the line. Boom, that is definite double so far. Verdugo's on it. He gets it right back in. Oh, he's safe at second. I told you, Verdugo has a cannon, guys. He had 18 one-hitters and 19 two-hitters, almost 6,000 strikeouts. He never won a Cy Young because he played for crappy teams. He sure did. Like the Rangers and the Angels, right? These are bad teams. Michael Pekka was definitely better than Yashin. Right, Rick? I mean, they traded away Zdeno. That was Mike Milbury, right? I was trying to think of the GM. Now you reminded me, Rick. Mike Milbury traded away Chara and gave Rick DiPietro that 15-year deal. I'm sorry, Rick. Rick, you're a fellow Jet fan and Arsenal fan and Yankee fan. I can't rip on you too much. Because you got to come over to the Rangers, Rick. Make it easy on yourself and just come over to the Rangers. Just come on over. Come on over. Bruin jumped on the Jets bandwagon. He left the Giants, and there's no bandwagon really with the Jets. He just found out what it's like to be a Jet fan. He is a Hall of Famer in my mind too, Trouba. He's a definite Hall of Famer. He should have already been in. I'm just saying, what do you think if they put him in now? Like they put him in now because he just passed away. Yankees out of the inning. Cleveland has 4 hits, 2 runs, still 2-1, end of the 4th inning. Trouba, what do you think if they put him in right now? A little hypocritical by these gatekeepers, right? And by gatekeepers, I mean the guys, the writers holding the keys to the hall. Because I don't want to hear them put him in and then hear these same guys that would never let him in all of a sudden talk so highly about him. You know what I mean? They're going to speak so highly of Pete. Oh, Pete, and these are the same guys that didn't want him in. Bud Selig never wants him in. Bud Selig oversaw the whole thing. Oversaw the whole thing, and he's in. Bruin Pete should have been in years ago. Yeah. And look at all Peter always talked about. Look at all these cheaters today. All the steroid guys are all getting Alex Cora gets a pass and AJ Hinch get passes. They get passes for being part of one of the biggest scandals in baseball history. And they're more beloved by the media than Pete Rose is. I mean, they got a slap on the wrist and were allowed back in the league. And Pete Rose, the bad guy? They have gambling like not only do they remind you can bet on the game, but don't forget you can bet on almost every pitch. Did you not get your bet in? It's the end of the first quarter in the NFL. Don't forget you can bet on the second quarter. You can bet on passing plays. You can pick players right now. Gambling is all over the place right now. All over the place with Pete Rose, the bad guy. Michael Pekka picked a Pekka peppers. I'll never get tongue twisters down there, True, but I like that. Michael Pekka packed a Pekka peppers. Ryan lost more one-run games than anybody. It's a real shame. What a waste of a pitcher, right? What a real shame. Tony La Russa knew a lot of steroid users when he managed both Oakland and St. Louis, no doubt. Mark McGwire was never a Hall of Famer to me. He wasn't a good first baseman. He was never a Hall of Famer to me. I'm not surprised he didn't get in. But remember, guys, we talked about this before. Personality checklist. Do you check the personality checklist? Roger Clemens, Barry Bonds, do not check the personality checklist with the writers, so they're never going to get in because they weren't nice to them. David Ortiz failed the test. First ballot Hall of Famer because he's a hell of a guy. I'm not being sarcastic. He's like a great guy. People say you meet Ortiz. He's like a really nice guy. He's a great guy to the media, to the fans, everybody. Yankee fans like David Ortiz. A good guy. So you're going to get first ballot Hall of Fame. Terrell Owens, we're going to make you wait because you weren't nice to us. You're a bad guy. We don't like you. So T.O., easy first ballot Hall of Famer, easily one of the greatest wide receivers of all time, has to wait to get in the Hall of Fame. That is a joke. And this is what the gatekeepers that never played sports get to do. We're not going to base it on the game. We're going to base it on if you were nice to me or not, if you were nice to your teammates or not. Even the people that didn't like T.O., no one ever said that guy wasn't 110% prepared for every game. Not a first ballot Hall of Famer? That's a joke. That's personal now. Verdugo! Oh, that's going to be – I thought that was going to go in the gap. That's one out. Top of the fifth, one out. Way back, great to see you, man. Love to see you in here, way back. Thanks for always supporting the basement. Much appreciated, man. The better not put Rose in now because he passed. That makes hypocrites of life. Amen. Oh, you want to hear these guys talk highly about him, the same guys that didn't want him in? The old Jose Trevino's up, who did get the RBI single of the game. Trevino, and he grounds out the short on the first pitch. 2 outs. I don't want to hear these guys talk highly about Pete Rose and let him in now. The gatekeeper, that's what I call them, the gatekeepers. The gambling ads, Mr. Marine, yeah, no doubt. There's guys like Shoeless Joe Jackson should be in the Hall because there's a strong argument he was innocent in 1919 Black Sox scandal. Yeah, there's been a lot of back and forth with Joe Jackson on that one. A lot of back and forth, no doubt. That was a good shout out there, Caleb. Right. Mr. Marine, all of Rose's gear, everything about Pete Rose except himself is in the Hall of Fame. His records, his cleats, his gear, his jerseys, his hats, his gloves, everything's in there. I don't know. I don't think he wore gloves, but you know what I mean. Come on, Torres. Torres has been batting great since he was moved to leadoff. We got to win this. I know it's not a must win, but I'd like I'd like to win game. Guarantee all players bet on sports. Rose just got caught. Oh, and he's treated as the worst person ever. That's so funny to me. Torres grounds out. Yankees 3 up, 3 down. 3 up, 3 down again. Nothing. 3 up, 3 down, nothing. Ty Cobb is in the hole despite the fact that he was suspended year for gambling. Yeah. And Ty Cobb was not a nice guy, but this is the media today. Like Alex Cora, the media loves him. Great guy. Great baseball knowledge. Wonderful to everybody. AJ Hinch is a great guy. Wonderful to everybody. Slap on the wrist. We're gonna suspend you for the COVID year, which you'll only miss 60 whatever games, 60. It's like growing up without technology in the 80s and getting punished on the weekend, and it rained the whole weekend, and none of your friends were outside anyway. Caleb, I see what you did there. Yank Me's offense looks off tonight. Yeah. See what you did there. Shout out to our spelling guy. Caleb, yeah, it definitely look off tonight. And as we said earlier, we could at least have a tie game here because we had poor base running by Trevino. Could have been 2-2 right now on that fly out earlier, which would have been a sacrifice fly, but it became the third out when it should have been the second. Denver, I think baseball has a lot of international games like a tri-series. End of the MLB season to see USA, Japan, Australia play against each other, but that's never going to happen. They do. They play the US. What is it called, guys? The World Baseball Classic. Denver. They have the World Baseball Classic every 3 years, I think. All the teams play each other. USA, Australia, Italy, Dominican Republic, Japan, Canada. They all play. It's called the World Baseball Classic, Denver. Unless you're talking about making like a real regular league. I don't know if that's ever going to happen. Angus, a good book about arguing the merits of Hall of Fame is Whatever Happened to the Hall of Fame. Hey, I'll write that one down. I read a lot of books, believe it or not, guys. I read a lot of books. I read 20 to 30 books a year, and I'm not kidding. I do. And they're not all historical books. Some of them are just fun. Where am I at? Oh, here's my notes. What is that one? Whatever Happened to the Hall of Fame by Bill James. Thanks, Angus. I'll look that one up. All right, so we're going now to the bottom of the fifth inning. Cleveland's coming up, 2-1 lead. Bruins so ridiculous. They gatekeepers hit King. Yep, yet letting all these other steroid users in. Right, absolutely. And cheaters like Cora and AJ Hinch, who should have been banned from the game for life. They should have had a lifetime ban like Pete Rose did. It's even worse. They flat out cheated. I mean, cheated in tons of games. They should have a lifetime ban. But they don't. They got a rainy weekend in the house is what they got. So the Yankees have like two hits to this point. 2. Come on, Yankees. Yeah, Bruin, come on. I think they're taking their pitcher out, which will give us new life. Because remember, that's what I mean. Do you guys consider today's pitchers big game pitchers? Look at the pitchers we were all just talking about. 1-1 right now on Kwan. Looks like that's going to drop in. Nope, Judge got it. Big game pitchers. Yamamoto's getting paid $320 million, and they were worried to pitch him 2 times in this series. The Dodgers had a bullpen game because they didn't want to pitch Yamamoto twice in the series in less than 6 days rest. Why are you paying him $300? That's not a big game pitcher to me. Look at the guys we were just talking about. Bob Gibson. Randy Johnson even pitched on 3 days rest. Like, those are big game pitchers. I don't consider anybody in today's setup big game pitchers. I don't. These guys pitch 4 or 5. Whenever they get to 100 pitches, they're gone. What did Bob Gibson have? Like 133 pitch games, complete games? In the playoffs, it's all every man on deck. Kurt, remember the Diamondbacks basically beat the Yankees with Kurt Schilling and Randy Johnson. Those are the pitchers. Kurt Schilling and Randy Johnson. These pitchers today getting all this money and none of them are allowed to. Dylan Cease. Do you see that guy? What a clown show for the Padres in the postseason. I'm glad we didn't get him. Jose Ramirez up, 2 outs, nobody on. Strike one. Cuba is Australia's baseball boogeyman. We lost to them in the 2023 WBC in 2000. Really? Wow, that's interesting. I mean, we lose to like Japan. Japan is just ridiculous. Remember Ohtani pitching to Mike Trout? The Netherlands, too. Wow, I didn't even know they had a team. Gunner, in the NFL, the best example of a player should be in the Hall of Fame is probably London Fletcher, 14 straight seasons with 110 plus tackles. That's a good shout out. London Fletcher was a great linebacker, great middle linebacker. Yeah, Gunner, that's a great middle linebacker. Caleb, I like to call Yamamoto Yama Meatball. Remember Hideki Irabu? The reason why the Yankees didn't get Kurt Schilling was because they wanted Japan's Nolan Ryan, Hideki Irabu. Remember this guy? Steinbrenner called him a fat toad. He did nothing for us. I know he's no longer with us either. Hideki Irabu took his own life. So I don't want to crap on him too much, but I just talking about the player himself. He came out with the same hype as Yamamoto. And they don't want to pay. You're going to pay $320 million. There's no big game pitchers anymore. They're supposed to, hold on. What's a wild pitch, man? Thankfully, nobody was on base there, Schmidt. Come on. He's got 76 pitches, bottom of the fifth, and he's not pitching poorly. He gave up the 2-run home run. That's his biggest blemish right now, really. He's not pitching poorly at all. He's not pitching poorly at all. Where's horse blinders? Amen. 2-2. Schmidt is losing the strike zone right now. Denver, look at the Tampa Bay. You don't have home for next year unless they share Miami Marlins home ground. The Rays, yeah, we were all saying, luckily they don't have any fans that go to the games anyway. They could go to, they could use Steinbrenner Field right there on Dale Mabry across from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Stadium. That's what the fans down there are saying. Luckily the Rays don't have any fans. Oh, that's a fair ball. Oh, Birdie made a great effort again. Ramirez pushing it to second. Easily in there. Man, the Guardians are playing today. They do not want to lose. They don't want to go down 3-0. I think everyone in the basement thinks steroids are worse than betting on sports. Am I right? It is worse. Absolutely. 110%. 110%. Pete Rose had an addiction. He had a gambling addiction, and he is paying for it. And the steroid thing was because these guys wanted to make money. I'm sure you can get addicted to steroids. I'm sure you can. But the reason they get into it is because they wanted to make more money. More home runs equals more money. Remember, Brady Anderson's the best example. The guy was like, 10, 15 home run a year guy? All of a sudden he hit 50. Wow, I don't know how that happened. The people that come in with the ridiculous argument of steroids don't make you hit the baseball. Very true for people like me and you guys, but for people that are born and blessed with the talent to hit a 100-mile-an-hour fastball or curveballs or be able to pick that up, it does help you hit the ball a whole lot further. That's the most ridiculous argument I've heard from people that are like, it doesn't make you hit the ball. No, it doesn't magically make you hit the ball. That's for the average Joe like us. But for superstar players that have the ability and were born, they're able to pick up that fastball. You have like less than a tenth of a second, I think, to pick up a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. So, yeah, these guys are going to hit the ball further. Like we said, Barry Bonds was a hit-for-average base stealer. He turned into a mammoth home run hitter later in life. Mark McGwire all of a sudden hitting moonshots that haven't landed yet. Sosa, Rafael Palmeiro. By the way, Palmeiro is still looking for the guy that tainted his test. It was like OJ still looking for the murderer, right? OJ still looking for a murderer. Palmeiro is still swearing that his test was tainted. Imagine telling Gibson to pitch only 100 pitches. He was so great. Imagine, yeah, right, exactly. He was so great in 68 that the height of the pitching mound was adjusted. Can you imagine that? Imagine like Bob Gibson was alive or Sandy Koufax watching today's pitchers. What? They're coming out when? They're coming out in the fit. They can't pitch 3 days from now? The athletes, they're supposed to be so much more athletic today, and the technology and the training and everything's supposed to be so on point, but yet these guys can't. Like Bruce Gossage used to close games from the 7th inning on, sometimes the 6th inning on. So when he made that statement a long time ago about Mariano Rivera being he's great for the 1 inning for the 1 inning closer era, he was just talking about the era. He wasn't knocking Rivera, but he's right. I mean, his point is correct. When he came in to close the game, he might have to close 3 innings. So here we go. Runner on second. We got Uncle Rico, Tim Hill. Tim Hill, better known as Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite. On the hill, anybody watching the game, take a good look at Tim Hill, you will see Uncle Rico. I think everyone in the basement, I read that. Czech Republic has a baseball. Do they really? Wow, I didn't know that either. Netherlands made up of their Caribbean territories. I think they don't get them next WBC, so Netherlands might drop off. Josh Naylor, that's foul. All right, so I think we got 0-2 now. 0-2 on Naylor, 2 outs, 0-2 Ramirez in scoring position at second base. I didn't know like Jazz Chisholm is the only player in baseball history to come from the Bahamas. That's interesting. I didn't know that. He's from Nassau, Bahamas. I had no idea. He's the only player ever to come from there. And Jonathan Loaisiga, as far as I know, is the only pitcher or only player to come from Nicaragua. So you look at that. You guys learned 2 trivia things right here in the basement. The whole sports world see betting is the – hold on. Oh, I think he flew out to Verdugo. And he's got it. Gunner, the whole sports world sees betting as the worst crimes you can commit. Drug use and violence is okay, but how dare you bet on a game? How dare you bet on a game? Bud Selig getting him banned is like the ultimate hypocrisy I've ever seen. Looks at Bonds, 92, then 5 years, huge, then asked his wife. She even said his manhood. Oh, boy. Well, that apparently is the rumor about roids. So bottom of the 5th inning's over. Still 2-1 Yankees. Yankees. Cleveland going to the top of the 6th. Look at this. Basement balling. We are basement balling. And I'm wearing all my All-Star jerseys this week. I wore the 2023 Aaron Judge American League one last time we were on, right? I wear this the 2022. And tomorrow I'll wear this year's. Are we on tomorrow? We are on tomorrow. What time are we on tomorrow? That's a good question. You know what's funny is I didn't even know. I caught it at the last minute that we were on at 5 o'clock. I thought we were just on at 8:08, which is a weird time. I think we're on at 8:08 tomorrow. Who comes up with 8:08 and 5:08? Why not just 5 o'clock? Let's see here, guys. Tomorrow. Oh, no, that's today. Tomorrow, 8:08. 8:08. Saturday, 12:30, I'll probably be doing the Arsenal soccer game, Rick and Angus. And then 8:08, Saturday night. Oh, thank goodness the Yankees are not playing Sunday night, conflicting with the Jets. Jets Sunday night football, guys. I will be here. What time do the Bills play Sunday? Maybe I'll do that game too. Anyway, here we go. Gunner. Yeah, I read that. Mr. Marine. Jeff Brown, welcome into the basement. Jeff, let's go Guardians. That's okay, Jeff. You can go for the Guardians in here as long as you subscribe, bell notice, hit the like button, and you can join the chat, man. You can be we have fans of everybody in here, Jeff. So you can go for the Guardians. No problem there, man. Rick, didn't the Czech Republic play at least one? I don't remember the Czech Republic ever playing in the WBC, but what do I know? I'm from 1981 with my whiteboard here. Denver. Oh, Bruin, I don't know how there's people that don't see steroid use as a bad thing, like WTF. It's cheating and worse than betting on a game, right? How about the pitchers back in the 70s and 60s that scuffed baseballs to make him have take more inches off? I mean, excuse me, add more inches to a break on a curveball or a slider. So they dip harder and they were scratching and scuffing balls. They said, well, they all knew about it then. That was Well, everybody knew about steroids too. They just kept a blind eye to it. They say the baseball enthusiasts tell me, well, that wasn't cheating. Yeah, it is. You're altering the baseball to make a curveball curve even more, or a slider break even more. That's cheating. So, come on. 0-2 on Soto. Come on. That's cheating. Maybe they allowed it, but it's cheating. It's altering the game by altering the ball. Soto grounds out to short, and he's out. So, yes, in steroids, people say, well, that was illegal and that nobody really knew. Yes, they did. The whole world knew. They came off the 94 strike, which the Yankees probably would have won the World Series that year. They had the strike in 94, and then the home run chase between Sosa and McGuire took the nation by storm. They knew about steroids then. They knew. They allowed it. So people can't tell me that they didn't know about it. They sure knew about it. Aaron Judge, come on, Judge. Come on. Give us that game-tying home run. Come on, Judge. Denver, I know baseball is American pastime. What do you think of cricket invading America at the moment, giving the success this year? Hold on. Strike. How is he looking at pitches right down the middle? Come on, Judge. Get on the ball. Giving the success of this year's T20 World Cup on U.S. soil. They're trying to move it over here. I know it, Denver. I think it's great. Spread the sports around, man. Spread it around. Spread it around. Baseball is I don't know if it's America's pastime anymore. It always will be with me. I love baseball. I love the game of baseball. It's definitely slower than football, basketball, and hockey. And he struck out. What is going on with Aaron Judge, man? What is going on with Judge? Come on, man. Soto down, Judge down. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Stanton's up. Come on, Stanton. Now, he's a guy that, we know gets a home run here and there. He's hitting .292 in the postseason, has 4 home runs. I didn't catch the RBIs, but I think it was like 8 or 9. Angus Gaylord Perry was big time. You nailed it. That was one of the biggest. Stanton, huge shot to third, but he'll never beat that out, and he's out. 3 up, 3 down again. 3 up, 3 down again, guys. It's not good, man. I mean, we only have 2 hits. 2. 2 hits. What a joke. Come on. We really watching this? All right, phone's charged. Good. 2 hits. 2 big hits. The Rangers are on after this. I'm not doing the game live. Be grabbing something to eat and whatever, but actually the Rangers are on at 7:30 or 7:40. What are we at? Bottom of the 6th? Oh, yeah, bottom of the 6th. Yeah, Perry was one of the worst abusers of that historically, Angus. Good call on that. Angus, were you in the room when I said I don't think we're doing anything Saturday? I'll be doing the Arsenal game, and I have an Arsenal jersey now. Angus, watch out. And Rick, watch out. Don't, Angus or Rick, if you guys saw the USA-Mexico game, I have not seen it yet. I recorded it. Don't tell me anything. Don't tell me anything. I'm watching it tomorrow morning. Don't tell me anything. I saw USA beat Panama the other night. I watched that. Yo, guys, I'm getting into it, man. It's more exciting than I thought it was going to be. I really actually like the game, Angus and Rick. You guys are big soccer watchers. I recorded USA and Mexico. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I'll watch it tomorrow morning. If I know who won, I won't watch it. I can't. That's just me. Some people don't understand. You should watch it anyway. No, because when you already know who wins, even if it's your team, it takes the excitement, it takes the nerve-wracking parts, the nail-biting parts. It takes all of that out of the equation. So, okay, great. The Yankees won, but I'm going to watch the game anyway. Well, no, because I already know what happens. I don't know. That's just me. I could never do that. Before Ruth was at the Yankees, they used one ball all game, so pitchers just rubbed it in the mud. Okay. Wow. Wow. Interesting. Hey, Caleb, do you know what's funny? Did Ruth ever pitch for the Yankees? I don't think he did. Did he ever pitch for them? That's one I don't know. Points are deducted. Oh, if you do that in a cricket match, points are deducted. I don't understand the cricket scoring system, Angus, so I'll take you at your word. I haven't dove enough into cricket yet to take a look at that. Gunnar, it's almost like there is an entire category of drugs called PED, performance enhanced. Yes. Oh, yeah. Now, Angus, I got to ask you a question. You're a cricket guy. Caleb, I would just imagine you know everything about – seems like you know everything about everything when it comes to sports, so I'm going to ask you guys in cricket. Now, listen, you don't want to know – I was trying to learn it a little bit. Now, I see some – not everybody. A lot of people are great. But there's some followers of cricket that are really arrogant. Really arrogant. So if you ever see me like cutting comments in my videos, it's just directed at certain people, not at everybody. I had a guy tell me, I did a piece on Don Bradman, who's the greatest cricket hitter or the Babe Ruth of cricket, whatever you want to call him, of all time. A guy told me that cricket is so dominant over baseball that Don Bradman hit 340, something like that, right? Career in cricket, which, you ready for this? Are you ready for this? He told me, oh, that's a fair ball? No, that's foul. He told me that since he hit 340 in cricket, and cricket is so dominant over baseball, he would have hit 620 in baseball. I'm like, 620? He wouldn't have hit 620 in baseball. He'd be lucky if he hit 340 in baseball. Cricket and baseball, the bat and the ball is the only similarity in the game. The only similarity, but I have had some cricket people that are very arrogant. They were telling me that baseball is such an easy game that cricket players would come over here and smash the ball all over the place. So, like, that's really arrogant because baseball is completely different. And you can't say one's better than the other because you don't know. But to tell me the best hitter, Don Bradman, would come to baseball and hit 620 is ludicrous. Like, that would be like an insane – come on, he walked them. Here we go. Bottom of the sixth, man on, and walked. Denver, I know the Oakland. You watching the Sabres game, Gunner? Oh, wait, hold on a second. I missed a couple. Sorry, guys. Gunner, the NFL surpassed base. Yeah, no doubt. The NFL is like the godfather of football, of sports now. But I got to tell you, Gunner, after watching the Jets-Bills game, I still love football, man, but not as much as I used to, if that makes sense. That game Monday night, can you imagine introducing someone to football, and that was the first game you showed them Monday night with all those flags? And they watched any other sport but football, it'd be embarrassed. I would be embarrassed to say even watch something like this. Come on, Birdie, get it to first. Oh, they didn't get anybody. Denver, I know the Oakland A Coliseum was Major League Cricket games. San Francisco Unicorns and LA Knight Riders were sharing. Yeah, the Coliseum was huge, man. That was used for a lot of sporting events. Now Oakland has no teams. Bernie did not play that ball well. He did not play that ball well and then took too long. Oh, he might be out if they review it. He might be out. Hold on. Yeah, he's out. He's out. Review that. He's out. Yeah, only at Boston, Caleb. That's what I thought. I didn't even think about it until you mentioned when he pitched at Boston. I'm like, I don't think he ever did, but I had to ask. Gunnar, I accidentally spoiled a game for a friend of mine a few days ago. He's a big Alabama fan, and I asked him how they lost. And he hadn't watched it yet. Oh. Oh, I know, Gunner. Especially like in footy, because in Australia, the games happen at 3 a.m. When I wake up in the morning, I don't look at my phone. I don't look at Discord. I don't look at anything because I'll have all the updates, or people might comment, "Hey, Johnny, man, great. The Lions won," or what have you. I don't look at anything. Like the USA soccer, I don't put anything on my phone that, like I follow anything, because I don't catch every game. I do things here and I record a lot of games. I don't want to wake up in the morning and see scores. So I don't look at my phone in the morning. I don't look at it. I'll get up and like have my morning Celsius, or he's out. And he should be. He was definitely out by like a half a step, because I can't know the score. Oh, man, you killed him, Gunner. Angus, very cool, JB. I have 2 Wolverhampton kids jersey. I saw them a couple times in Wolverhampton. That's awesome, man. These are nice jerseys. I got Angus, I got a Saka and a wait, what are they saying now? What are they doing now? What's going on? Did Ian Hamilton get hurt? Hold on. Did he hurt himself? Come on. We can't afford him to be hurt again. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to see what happened here. Hamilton's got to come out of the game. He's like one of our better relievers. Let's see what happened. Look, something on his leg, man. Maybe from when he ran to first base to cover the bag. Oh, yeah, Angus, I have a Saka and a Martinelli now. You know why? Because every Arsenal game that I watch, those are the 2 guys that names are being shouted the most. Besides, like, Gabriel and, yeah, it looks like he hurt something on his ankle or something. I think cricket would be on the same level as soccer in the U.S. in the future, to be honest. Cricket is much easier to hit the ball. Both sports are completely different. Yeah, from what I've seen, Caleb, it seems like they're very different games except for the ball and the bat. Angus, that is impossible to hit 620. Good luck. Yeah, and I've been told this. If Bradman hit 340 in cricket, you might as well just double that, because that's what he would do in baseball, because baseball can't compete. I'm like, wow, that is like a really – and I heard this from more than one person. Bradman would hit 500 in baseball. Bradman would hit – you guys only had one 400 hitter. Bradman would topple that. He'd hit 506. That ball is so easy to hit. I'm like, it is? You think you can come over here and hit major league pitching? That's like a really arrogant statement. If you ever hear me take a shot here or there, if I'm doing a cricket video, it's for those guys. It's for those kind of people. That's all. Well, once in a while, I'll take a little shot. But to do that is – I've never had that with any other sport that I've tried out. Not even footy. Nothing. Nothing. I've never heard anybody come and be like that. Like, that's crazy. They're like, pitching in baseball is easy to hit. I'm like, it is? Hitting major league pitching is easy? I never said hitting a bowler was easy, especially not knowing where the ball is coming. Like, I did that piece on Shane Warne. That bowler was incredible to watch. It was insane. I would never sit there and be like, hey, Major League Baseball players go over and hit that bowler, no problem. Everybody would be hitting them over the wall every bat. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. They just said baseball, they don't have the skills to like cricket players do. So that's why they could come over here, and most guys would be hitting 400 and 500. I'm like, wow, then why don't they come over here and do that? Because they would be making over $1 billion. If Ohtani's making $700 million, and these guys in cricket could come over to baseball and hit 500 and 600 batting averages, man, they would be making over $1 billion. Why wouldn't they do that then? They're insane for not coming over and hitting 500 and 600. They'd be making $1 billion. It's insane. It's ignorance. It's just showing you don't know anything about the sport. I don't know enough about cricket to say what should and shouldn't be done. It's the only sport where just occasionally most people are so helpful. I'd say 95% of the people are very helpful. There's like a 5% that take a lot of shots at baseball. A lot of shots. The most insane Dodd Bradman fact, he would have averaged 100 runs per inning if he scored 4 runs in his last innings ever. Yeah, I did a piece on him, Caleb, and watching what he did was absolutely insane when they compared it to other greats in the sport at the time, and even up to now for cricket. So I was very impressed with what Don Bradman could do. And that's when this all started. So, people occasionally over time have dropped comments like that. A couple of them were so curse-laden about how horrible baseball is, I had to remove some of them. I'm like, wow, what is all the anger? Did someone try out for the major leagues and not make it, and now they hate it? I don't know where it comes from. Anyway, we got Luke Weaver. Is that Luke Weaver in the game? No, not this early. Hold on, guys. Luke Weaver can't be in the game. What if we take a lead? Is Clay Holmes going to come in to save it? Hold on, let me make sure, because they're not showing him right now. I'm pretty sure that looked like Luke Weaver. No, it's not. It's not. I think it's Tim Meza. Yeah, it's Tim Meza. I was going to say, what are you putting him in for? Someone, for comparison, good test averages nowadays like 40 to 50 runs. I'm starting to understand what that means. So cricket definitely looks like a real interesting sport. I'm going to be doing some more pieces on it. I just found some of the arrogant, and I know Americans can be arrogant too. I'm not saying we can't. I just found it a little funny. Like, you're downgrading baseball that much. So, Bruin, fun fact. NHL only had 3 teams during the 18-19 season. Wow. I thought, oh, okay, Bruin. I thought they had like 8. So really only 3. Okay, good. Gunner was that Bama versus Vandy. Caleb, fun fact, the NHL was founded because people didn't like the one guy who happened to be the old Toronto's owner. Yeah. You guys know why the Rangers are called the Rangers? Because it sounds kind of funny, New York Rangers. I bet you guys do know that. Bruin, know why flu epidemic and start of World War I. Oh, he's trying to steal third, and he does. Horrible throw by Trevino. One thing Trevino did get exposed on this year, and it was by the Red Sox, I'm sorry to say, but I have to say because it's true. They stole 9 bases on that Sunday night game against Trevino. 9. Do you guys remember that game? It was like the middle of the summer. I think it was around July or something like that. Crazy. Yes, Caleb, you hadn't been home that day when I asked him how they lost. Their whole trade table gasped. Oh, Gunner, I've had people do that to me. They'll text me, I can't believe, whatever, the Jets did that, or the Rangers, how could they have let that happen? I'm like, what? I didn't even see the game. What happened? I'm like, don't tell me. Then they'll tell me back, oh, they lost, like 4-3 when they really should. I'm like, oh, now I don't want to watch it. I'll just watch highlights. All right, man on third, 1 out. The Guardians right now are in full control of this game. Daniel, another cellar dweller accounted for, and a dedicated Tampa Bay Lightning fan. Honorary member of the basement. Daniel, big win for the Lightning the other night, man. Wow. Big win for the Lightning the other night. Caleb, cricket is more about endurance, and you have more chances to hit versus baseball as well. Yeah, I've seen that. Like when you get at bat in cricket, that could be your only at bat for like the whole game, right? So there's major differences. That's why I don't understand some people like giving me hateful Oh, that's a hit. Another run. 3-1. 3-1. Guys, we're not looking good right now. It's not good. 3-1 Guardians. Yankees are flat today, man. Flat. Denver, any baseball player can transfer to cricket much easier than cricket players to baseball. Yeah, it's funny, Denver. I never even thought about comparing them. People told me, oh, yeah, and you guys, man, you all got to wear gloves. Like, you can't use your hands. We use our bare hands. I'm like, I mean, there's guys, third base, there's guys that have balls coming at them 115 miles an hour. You want to catch that with your bare hand? I never understood, where all this hate comes from. But, I don't know how hard the ball is hitting cricket, but I do know if you're playing third base, you want to try to stop that. Like a hit off Giancarlo Stanton comes anywhere from 110 to 115, 60 feet away. If they're playing in, if they're playing back, maybe 90 feet. You want to try to catch that with your bare hand? I just didn't understand. I don't know enough about cricket to debate back and forth. I just didn't understand all the hate. The whole world loves to just talk down our sports as if their players could easily play baseball or American football. Well, that's what I say about the yes, Daniel, time for the Bolts in Las Vegas. And we will be doing more hockey in here, Daniel. As I told you, once the playoffs here are over, I'll be back on the Rangers, the Lightning. I told you I will do some Lightning games this year. I got my Vasilevsky jersey ready. And what happened? Come on, man. Man on first, 2-1 right now. Caleb, I feel like Australia is one of the few countries that prefers test cricket since a match can last 5 days. I feel like test cricket is dying internationally. Yeah, I've heard positives and negatives about test cricket, and I don't know enough about it, but I heard about the five. Where is Manav right now? Manav is our cricket ambassador. Oh, Caleb, man, you need to talk to Manav when he comes back tomorrow night, I think. I think he'll be back in the basement tomorrow or Sunday. I forgot what he said. Yeah, Gunnar, going back to your point about if these guys could easily come over here and play baseball and hit 500, they would make $1 billion. Can you imagine like how much money you would make over here doing that? Like, get over here and do it. Come on, bring it. One player would know if cricket and baseball are different is Ian Chappell. He was the captain of the Australian baseball team and the captain of the Australian cricket team. That is awesome. So there's a perfect person, Tony, who has played both. To me, they're both completely different sports. I don't understand the people that come at me with such hate. So if you guys ever watch a cricket video of mine and you see like I take a shot here or there, it's really directed at those kind of people, not you guys. You guys should know me well enough by now. Montreal Wanderers arena burned down. They didn't have the money for a new arena and Equipment Marine. Full count. That is a dribbler going foul. We got one out here, guys. One out, 3-1 Cleveland. Come on. We still have 2 hits. 2 hits, guys. 2 hits. They have 6 hits. We have 2. 2 hits. Come on, Mesa. Walked them. Jeez. Because Daniel says, what's up from Bruin? Johnny, I see Igor really wants $12 million or more. I guess 11 ain't good enough for him. Yeah, what is with that? I think, Mr. Marine, I think Igor, that 8-year, $88 million, I think he sees that as halfway through that contract. That $88 million could have been a lot more. I think he's seeing like down the road, is his contract worth it to him when it could be so much more? I think he's going for future money, like 3-4 years down the road, he should be getting paid more than what the 8-year, $88 million contract would have called for 4 years down the road. You understand? Like, that's what I think he's doing. I think his agent or whoever's doing it is overthinking this. But I don't want to see the Rangers lose him. I don't want to see the Rangers lose Igor, man. Jonathan Quick, if he was like 10 years younger, I'm fine. I'd stay with Quick. But I'm just saying we don't have anybody. I think they'll work it out with him. Johnny, the Bolts have only played 2 games. Yeah, it's still weird not seeing Stamkos out there, man. I think they won the first game. I saw part of the first game. That might have been a preseason game, Daniel. I'll take that back. And I don't watch preseason, but who were they playing? It was. Come on, stay in. Yes, Trevino got it. 2 outs. We lucked out there. So you got first and second right now. Trevino caught a foul ball out. So 2 outs now, 2 on, bottom of the 6th inning. Let's get out of this. Yeah, baseball is kind of played year-round. Tony, yeah, the baseball is a winter sport here. Right, summer is January for like you guys, right? It's spring now there, isn't it? Like for us, it's fall. Caleb, but the ABL season, Australian Baseball League, I'm taking a big chance on that one, is in our summer, which starts in January, right? Figures the flu pandemic, World War I. Bruin, I like to see those crap talkers try to hit a breaking ball or 100-mile-an-hour fast. Yeah, like it's so weird. It's just really weird. With a bat that almost half the size of stealing third and gets it. Trevino is getting run on by everybody. Cleveland should steal bases every chance they get. Trevino is getting exposed. He is getting run on. They are stealing bases on him left and right. That was a terrible throw. If Trevino had thrown it to Jazz's, left side, he would have had him. He threw it, out of bounds. He threw it on the foul line. That was a terrible throw by Trevino. He's getting, was that 3 stolen bases tonight? Yeah, I think so. I think it's 3. So now they got first and third, 2 outs. Steven Quanah, which I think I told you guys, struck out a little over 8% during the whole season. 8%. Yeah, Bruin, how about, like Aroldis Chapman's 105-mile-an-hour fastball? Just the arrogance of it. It's just really weird to me. I know we have arrogant people over here. I know we do. We have trolls of our own right here in the good old US of A. I get it. I know it. I just find it funny because it's kind of like a real hatred toward baseball. I've been told baseball has no strategy in the game. You guys just run around bases aimlessly. I'm like, well, Jazz, Rizzo, and Trevino have run around the bases aimlessly the last couple of games, so that part would be true. But it's just like there's tons of strategy in baseball. So I take it as these people have the same knowledge of baseball that I have of cricket. So I couldn't make fun of anything about cricket because I don't know enough about the sport. So just weird. Bruin, thank you. I figure I read that. I read that. Bruin, World War I was over at the time, but the Spanish flu obviously did cause a lot of trouble for the league. Oh, I remember the best one, and I'll let this whole thing go. Someone told me I made a comparison. So Bradman is a GOAT of cricket like Michael Jordan or would be of basketball, let's say. And the guy told me, Jordan, I get your point, but it's a silly comparison. Bradman's GOAT status was far and beyond what Michael Jordan could have ever brought to basketball. That was the best one I heard. I was like, really? So Michael Jordan's GOAT status is so underneath Bradman's, is basically what the guy told me. He said it's a silly comparison because Michael Jordan never brought to basketball what Bradman's GOAT status brought to cricket. Like, really? So does Bradman have worldwide knowledge, like shoes and worldwide brands? And everybody knows, you can go in any country and everybody knows who Michael Jordan is. Why? Because of his GOAT status. Because of his GOAT status, right? Like, there's a reason why he's known around the world. So saying that was a bad analogy because his GOAT status of the basketball was not as great as Bradman's was in cricket. Well, I never heard of Bradman until I looked at the video. People know who Michael Jordan is by accident. They know who he is, even if they don't ever watch basketball. They know who he is, and he's been out of the game almost 30 years. These are the kind of comments I get, guys. I'm not making this up. Gunnar, comparing baseball and cricket is like comparing American football, rugby, and Australia. Right. They're 3 different sports. Absolutely. American football, rugby, and AFL. Australian rules like footy and rugby are 2 completely different sports. Footy and rugby are 2 completely different sports in themselves. Completely different. So, yeah, it's crazy. Daniel, I know nothing about cricket. Daniel, I know a little bit more than you do, which is not a lot. I would never make fun of their sport because I don't know enough to even compare it. So, Otter signed an 8x8 in Dallas today. Oh, Ottman. That's a good goalie, man. Yeah, okay. Goalie market is getting expensive. That's why I think Igor's holding out. He's betting on himself like Aaron Judge did a couple years ago. Turned down, a $230 million contract, Judge? I think he did. And he bet on himself and hit 62 bombs and got paid more. I think Igor's betting on himself this year. And the one game I got to watch, I've seen one Ranger game in full this year. And they lost 6-5 to Utah. I said, man, Igor, you're giving up all these goals. I hope, come on. Andra is one of the best, no doubt. Jake Andra is one of the best for sure. Okay, top of the 7, Jazz is up. Ball one. Top of the 7. Rolling down by 2, guys. How about Aaron Judge hitting the game-winning 3-run homer or something? Can we do something like that? Well, I guess because we're the away team, it would be the go-ahead 3-run homer. But you know what? You get my point. Caleb, read that. 1-0 already? Strike. That was not a strike. Caleb, are you watching this? That was not a strike. That was not a strike. Who's watching? This is crazy. That's the second time this umpire has done this to Jazz Chisholm. The second time a ball has been this much off the plate, this much lower earlier, and he's called it a strike. Other batters, this is not happening to. Jazz just talked to him like, you got to be kidding me, man. Like, that was not a strike. Give me a break. That was not a strike. I'm not even being biased. That was definitely not. Why not call that a strike? The catcher had to go all the way over here to get that one. Why not call that a strike too? 3-1. Oh, good, Caleb. You're a little bit ahead of me. Good. But why not call that a strike, Caleb? I mean, that umpire could have struck him out, right? I mean, it was only this far off the plate, the other two. Running the bases aimlessly obviously isn't working, so there goes that argument. Right, Bruin. Amen. Amen. Right. That's right. We have some aimless guys out here over the last 2 days. Rick, hell, rugby union and rugby league are two different sports. Yeah, you know what's funny? I just found out there was a rugby union. I didn't even know that. Yeah, I didn't even know that even existed. But I'm told that I watch the greatest Australian sport, and that is footy. That's what I'm told. Footy is more popular than rugby. It's what I'm told. That's not my opinion. That's what I'm told. It's not my opinion. I don't know enough about rugby or their leagues to make too much of an educated comment on it. But I know footy like really well. Not 100% well, but well enough to watch a whole game and I know what's going on. Unless I don't. Birdie grounds into a double play. Guys, this is ridiculous, man. This is an awful game. Awful. I wish we had some Mets magic and find a way to come back in this game. Caleb, Igor is also proven compared to Swayman and Otis, so I see why. Oh, I don't blame him for asking for it at all, Caleb. I get it. He is a generational talent. Generational goalie, man. He really is. There's no doubt about it. He really is. To think that the Rangers could go from Henrik Lundqvist to Igor, if they don't get a ring with Igor after having Lundqvist not get a ring, it'd be so humiliating, man. That is the ultimate humiliation. Goalies like this go to finals and win finals. They go to finals and win finals. Like, we have it's not even like we have a crappy team in front of us. Remember Lundqvist in the mid-2000s? He carried average to above average teams to the playoffs on Lundqvist's back. He did that. Igor is playing with a lot better guys at this point in his career than Lundqvist had at the same time in his career, if you understand. It's mind-blowing. We talk about all the great goalies of all time. Lundqvist is the Dan Marino of goalies. Plenty of records, plenty of flair, plenty of Hall of Fame, first ballot, legendary statuses, but isn't in the conversation because he never got a ring. Volpe, is that a hit? Yes, that's going to be extra base hit right there. There we go. Volpe's going to at least get the second base, and he did. Stand-up double. Let's go, Yankees. Come on. Mr. Marine, they're running the bases like a bunch of drunks. Who said that? I heard that on the radio. Who was it? Was it Mad Dog? Stephen A? Somebody said that. And it is an accurate statement. Gunnar, Levi, and net for Buffalo tonight. Yeah, Buffalo's got to they're like the Jets, man. It's like, come on already. You guys got the teams to make the playoffs. What in the world is the problem? What is the problem? Verdugo's up. Let's go, guys. Come on. Verdugo, hit a 2-run homer. Somebody get one. Rugby is only really popular in 2 states. AFL got more of a nationwide appeal. I'm glad I picked it because I love it. Brad, another cellar dweller, another Aussie accounted for. Brad is in the basement. Yeah, here's Johnny. Great movie, man. Even better book, The Shining. Great opening, Brad. Love it. G'day, Bruin. How are you, mate? Gunner, my dad tried to get me into different sports as a kid. Baseball, summer, a couple years with soccer. Eventually got into bowling when I was 11 and have stayed with it since. That's right. You are an excellent bowler. as you have mentioned before. 1-1 on Verdugo. 2-1 on Verdugo. 2 outs. Volpe at second base. Tommy Kahnle warming up. Tommy Kahnle is one of our better relievers. He's actually one of our best relievers outside of Weaver. Thank goodness, Caleb, because I've been on the fence with Volpe when it comes to his hitting. I've been on the fence with him, man. I got to be honest. Been on the fence with him. Sometimes with his fielding, too, not for nothing. Verdugo flew out. This is the downside of Verdugo. We love him in the field, but he doesn't come through with the hits. Brad, let's go. We're out of the inning now, or they're out of the inning. But we picked up one more. We have 3 hits going to the bottom of the 7th. We had 3 hits. Everybody's doing good. Good, mate. Yeah, well, thanks, Bruin. I'm glad for the weekend is nearly here. That's right. Oh, yeah, there's a football game on tonight, right? Denver and this. What's going on with the Saints? Like, they started out like freaking racing horses right out the gate, and they've lost, what are they, 2-3 now? What are the Saints? Are they 2-6? Not 2-6. I mean, 2-4? Just going into week 7 now, right? Did they have a bye? I think they're 2-3. The Saints went 2-0, and they've lost every game since. Have they not? Am I wrong? I was going to look it up, and then I'm like, why? Why am I looking that up? Rick, I think Sterling. What is that in answer to, Rick? If I asked you something, I completely forgot what I asked you. Which is like super common for me in here. Yeah, when this game's over, I'm going to take Rocco out, and then I'm going to watch whatever's left of the Ranger game. Caleb, it feels like the previous generation of goalies won less cups than others. Weird seeing guys like Henrik and Carey Price go cupless. Yes. Good one there. Carey Price, man. I hope he's doing a lot better. I know he's had some I'll tell you what's funny. Let me see if I have it. I can't look too deeply for it, but let me see if I have it. Hold on a second here, guys. I think this came up a month ago or something, and I had to find it. La-di-da. I don't even know if you guys will be able to see it or not. I didn't realize I'd take that many pictures. I don't really take a lot of pictures. Oh, there it is. Can you guys see that? That's me when I was in Florida. And guess who I ran into in the International Mall? Carey Price. PK Subban. Boom. Yes, sir. Can you see it? Yep. Carey Price and PK Subban. International Mall. And they were playing, that was in 2014. They were playing the Tampa Bay Lightning in the playoffs. Saw them in the mall. I was like, holy crap, look at that, man. That is like a super, and they were great guys, man. You wouldn't think they had $5 on them. Like, they were like talkative, really cool. The whole thing, man. They were like, wow. Wait, is Johnny a lefty? Gunner, I am one of those weird guys. I throw left-handed and bat righty. I can write with both of my hands. I'm ambidextrous, believe it or not, Gunner. But if I play baseball, I throw up my left hand and I bat with my right hand. I bat righty and I throw lefty. I throw lefty better than righty, but I can write. I can do everything with my right hand too. Just more convenient to do it lefty. That's why I write like really like weird. Yeah, you know what's funny? Georgiev was actually a really good backup for us, Caleb. He was a really good backup for us, but we got rid of him. He hasn't been playing. I thought he was going to do a lot better with Colorado than he's done. Okay, it's 1-1 right now. Tim Mays is still pitching. Fry is up right now. Bottom of the seventh inning, still 3-1 Cleveland. I mean, we're hanging around, guys. We're hanging around with 3 hits, but we're hanging around. We got to start. This is where our big guys need to come in. Verdugo just got out, so the top of the 8th is going to bring. Hold on. It's going to bring Glaber, Soto, and Judge, and then Stanton. Can we get 2 runs out of that crew right there? We better. Because that's going to be the top of the 8th. So if we don't get runs from those guys, then we're going to start getting down to the other guys that don't get hits. Oh, there you go, Tim. Thank you. Leadoff walk. That seems to be a theme tonight. Saints have no quarterback. That's why they're losing. Yep, that's true. Wait, Derek Carr is hurt? Did he get hurt again? I have arthritis on my middle finger of the bowling hand. Hard to bowl. Oh, do you really? Gunner is like, Gunner, have you seen Kingpin? Are you a Munson? Are you a Munson, Gunner? Are you working in a bowling alley because you lost a bowling wager and lost your hand and like your Kingpin is a hilarious movie for those that haven't seen it with Woody Harrelson, man. And Randy Quaid was in that too. A couple of cameos from Bill Murray also. Bruin hates Carey Price. Bruin hates everything Montreal. We have learned this over the past couple of days, the burning hatred he has for Montreal. Even though, interestingly enough, Bruin likes the Giants' alternate jersey, which looks like the Montreal Canadiens jersey. That's very interesting, Bruin. I just realized that just now. You like the Giants' old school Canadian-looking jersey, but you hate the Canadiens. It's a little ironic, isn't it? Gunner, I'm a 10-pin bowler, Brad. I even work at a bowling alley as a mechanic. Yeah, Gunner sounds like he should be like the ace in the hole right there. Understandable, Bruin. Yeah, I understand it too. He hates the Canadians like I hate the Islanders. The New York Islanders, I'll never go for them in life, Caleb. If you haven't been around for that, I will never. I'm a diehard New York sports fan, but I hate the Islanders. I'll go for the Bruins. Diehard Boston fans don't go for New York teams. Well, except for Bruin. And I was like, that just landed flat because Bruin's in here, and he's a Celtic and Bruins fan. But he's not from Boston. Anyway, that's a whole different talk show. I hate the Islanders more than any. I don't care if a win from the Islanders helps the Rangers in any scenario. I want to get a different way in. I don't want them helping us with anything. Oh, really? You don't like PK Subban? Let me tell you something, Bruin. These 2 guys, when I met them, they were awesome. They were really nice, like approachable guys. You would think they wouldn't have been. I thought like going up to talk to them, even let alone getting a picture, was almost going to be impossible. I thought they were going to blow me off. They didn't. They were very nice. They were cool. And the way I was talking to them, like we all talk about sports, they're like, wow, man, what are you, a Canadian fan? I was like, hell no, man. I'm a Rangers fan. But it was really cool seeing you guys here. They laughed. They were like, oh, wow, spoken like a true New Yorker. But it's true. This was 2014. They took the picture with me, man. I asked them to. They're like, yeah, no problem. Like, they were really cool guys. They were playing the Lightning. I didn't tell them I was going for the Lightning either. I said I'm a Rangers fan, which was true. But, yeah, that was really cool. Mays is struggling big time with control. He's out. Tommy Canely, who next to Luke Weaver, honestly is our best guy out of the bullpen. Gunner, you have to see Kingpin. Now I feel like Henry Hill telling me I got to see Miracle. You got to see Kingpin, man. You're into bowling like that, you need to see Kingpin. Ramirez, back. Verdugo's got it. That's 1 out. Okay, so we still have 1 man on and 1 out. Now, me telling you to watch Kingpin is coming from a guy that's never seen Field of Dreams. I never saw Field of Dreams, Miracle, or Bull Durham. I've never seen any of those movies. Not because I didn't want to. They just got past me. Like, time went on, and I just never got to see any one of those movies. Never seen Field of Dreams, Miracle, or Bull Durham. I will eventually one day see those movies, but I haven't. Mr. Marine, Kingpin Classic, Me, Myself, Irene. Oh, that's another classic. Watch early today. Damn, that movie 20 years old. Can you imagine those movies are 20 years old? Me, Myself, and Irene. Jim Carrey was nailing movies, classics out, one after the other. Gunner, his hatred of Montreal is like mine for Toronto. Yes, excluding the Blue Jays. Yes, Gunner, that's another good comparison. Gunner hates the Leafs. What did you call them? Gunner, you had a name for them. Toronto Maple Leafs. You had some name for them. I loved it, and I forget what it was. Which is more ironic is that I like Montreal. Yeah, that's really weird, Bruin. You're a weird dude, man. You come from New York. You're a Celtic and Bruin fan. You hate the Canadians, yet you like their old jerseys and the Giants jersey that looks like the Canadians jersey. So you are a strange dude, Bruin. But that's why you're in the basement where we have a freaking whiteboard, dry erase board in the land of applications. That apps are out there to do this, and we're in the basement. So bring your weirdness right here, because that's what we do in the basement. We don't do things traditional anymore. Hey, Johnny, you can get an app for that? Yup. And I bought this at the store, a lot easier. Boom! And this is going to be great for football, hockey, and basketball. Your Bruin's as strange as I'm telling you, you're a strange dude, Bruin. But we love you in here, so that's okay. Daniel, Vegas power play. Oh, wow. I'm about to get on to the Rangers, too. I love that hockey's back, and the Knicks are back. They're taking on the Celtics next week. There better not be a playoff game on at the same time as that Celtic-Knicks game. I want to see that. Struck out Naylor. Let's go, Canely. Keep it alive, man. Tommy Canely's doing it. Angus, Field of Dreams book is better than the movie. Angus, books are always better than the movie. I read The Shining. The Shining book was far and beyond better. And the movie was great. The book was like way better. It's two different stories, guys, that don't know that. Hold on. 2 outs, 1 on. First pitch, ball. The Shining, if you notice, it's called Stanley Kubrick's The Shining for the movie because I think he paid Stephen King to take the idea of the hotel and the caretaker and his family and put his own spin on it. Because the book everything was different in the book. Just about everything outside of the basis of what I just said. Ball 2. 2-0. Come on. Christine, the book was better than the movie. Way better than the movie. And the movie was great. Oh, yeah. You guys know? Halloween time. Look at that. Christine. I think I told you guys that. It's like the tinted window one is like a limited edition or whatever. I like to collect things, man. But this one came in. And I told him, actually, they gave me the new one. But I told him, the door came in like that. It's disconnected. Oh, they sent me a new one. Probably because I order a lot of stuff from them. And the new one's in the box. Anyway, that's neither here nor there right now. Leaves. The Leaves. Yeah, Toronto Maple Leaves. Look at that. He walked them. Now we got first and second, 2 outs. Come on, see? Can't give up any more runs when we can't even get hits. You should get that a lot, Bruin. Toronto, when they beat Tampa Bay in the first round of the playoffs, right? That was the first time since 2004 that they even won anything in the playoffs. And I'm saying that as a Jets fan. That's even more pathetic than the Jets not doing anything. Caleb, the two teams I despise are Carlton Blues, Geelong. Can't stand either. And Caleb, who's your team again? I'm sorry, man. Carlton, are you a Collingwood fan? If you hate Carlton, are you a Collingwood fan or a? See, I'm not good with all the rivalries just yet, Caleb. I'm good with some of them, but not all of them. But if you hate Geelong also, Quan, that's a ground out. Hopefully, yep, ground out. Yankees out of the inning, going to the top of the 8th. Angus, why would a team name themselves the Leafs? I especially hate the leaves in the autumn. Do you really? Autumn is the best time of year. What are you talking about? You hate the colors of the autumn? Wow. Well, we went over, so I think this the other day. There's a lot of bad, weird names. Like you play for a professional men's ice hockey team, and your name's the Ducks. In basketball, Pelicans. These are terrible names. Commanders, Guardians. These are all really, really bad names. All right, so we're going to the top of the 8th. As I said, we got Glaber, Soto, Judge, and Stanton coming up. I know, Rocco. I know. Rocco's awake. Stanton, Soto, and Judge coming up. Oh, and Glaber. Sorry, guys. And Glaber. I know, Rocco. They got to get hits. I know. I'm going to check on one stat here. I know, Rocco. I know. Yep, okay. All right, where are we at? Bond, another cellar dweller accounted for, another Ozzy in the basement. What's up, Bond? Angus, why would a team? I read that. Though I'm a sucker for hockey history and sports history in general. No, you are, Bruin. There's no doubt. Everybody in here, what I love about here, I've said it a million times. I'll say it a million times more. We don't have the biggest. I don't have the biggest chat. I don't have the biggest channel. The knowledge of you guys in here is incredible for sports. The knowledge that everybody in here brings is amazing for sports, and I love it. I'm very good with the knowledge. You guys are very good with it. We call each other out when we're wrong, and we talk about music and everything else in here, and that's what I love about it. It's a big hangout. That's what I wanted this to be when I created the channel. I just wanted it to be a hangout. Yeah, and the game's on, but we're talking about everything. JB, Bruin is your bouncer. That's why he's weird in a good way. That's right. Amen. Amen. Bruin is a Looney Tune, man. We're finding that out. Every time we come in the live chat, we find out how much weirder Bruin really is. That's why he's a good bouncer, Mr. Marine. That's why he's a good basement bouncer. He is the epitome of an OG dweller that is just really all over the map. But that's why this is the perfect place for him. Any place that dares in today's technology era to pull this thing out, you already know where we're at. And there's my chair going down again. I'm going to need a new chair again. Daniel, old baseball movie, Elmer the Great with Joe E. Brown. Elmer the Great. Rocco, what's going on? Want to say hello? Rocco gets annoyed if he doesn't get enough camera time. So here we are, basement mascot. Rocco's in the house. Just woke up, and I know what that means. He's got to go outside. You know what you guys ever notice is we kind of got his medication down, right? He comes in the beginning of the game. He gets his, as you said earlier, his stogie, right? He has his meds, and he kind of lasts about what, a couple hours? 2.5 hours or so, and then all of a sudden he wakes up. We almost make it to the 9th inning. Before he wakes up, he's like, yo, dude, Dad, I got to go out. I got to get water. I got to get my snack. And yeah. Austin Wells, pinch hitting for Trevino. He's batting .083 in the postseason. Goodness gracious. Strike 2, 1-2 on Wells. Wait a second. Who is he? Oh, yeah, he's batting for Trevino. You know what? I'm so used to Verdugo batting 9th. I forgot Trevino was batting 9th tonight. I forgot. So 1-2 on Wells. And he struck out. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for showing up. Elmer the Great. Daniel, I'm going to write that down. Joe E. Brown. So I got a good book recommendation from Angus today and a good movie recommendation from Daniel. I like watching old sports movies. And that sounds great, Daniel. Thank you. Vegas power play goal 2-1. Oh, boy. Who's in net for the Lightning? Vasilevsky in? Glaber gets a hit. Gets it. Nope. Went right to second. I thought that was going in between the first. Well, that's 2 up, 2 down. Here comes Soto. Yeah, Bruin, I'm not doing the game live, but I'm going to be watching the game. It just started. Rangers Bruins, right? Rangers Red Wings right now. Go Kings. Where's that coming from? Who are they playing right now that you're going for them? Bob, JB and Bruin, did you watch the video of the Ford GTHO at Bathurst? I have not yet, Bon, but I'm going to. Bon. I'm going to do that right after we're done. As a matter of fact, I might do it a commercial. Hold on. But I've been pretty busy the last few days. That's why I wasn't on the other night. Pull up the Discord now. Soto, come on. We'll take a solo shot right now. Oh, wow. There's a lot of messages in here. Guys, thank you for your patience with me with the Discord, because I go on it like once or twice a week. And much appreciated for you guys waiting for me to look at some stuff, because I come on, let's go. Looks like Bruins looked at some of them already. Right now, we got 3-0 on Soto. If we can work a walk here. Judge, what better time for Judge to hit a 2-run home run? Here we go with Soto getting up, walking right now. 4 straight pitches. Hold on. Come on, Judge. Let's see here. You got, oh, wow, Bond. They're changing pitchers right now. I got a second here. Look at that Bathurst. And look at those old school cars, man. Wow, that is nice. What happened? Hold on. Hold on. I just lost my freaking. What happened? Basement technical difficulties. I went into a different. Oh, how the hell did I land in the baseball one? Hold on. I just had it. It's commercial. It's a perfect time, though. Here we go. Ford XY GTHO Phase 3 351 V8 racing at Bathurst. In-car footage. Boom. Let's do it. Hold on. You'll hear. Watching this right now. Depending on how long it is. I love look at those old cars, man. Oh, it's 9 minutes long. I'll watch part of it until the commercial. Wow, Bond, this is awesome. Woo! We went right in the middle of everybody. Oh, this is fire, man. I love racing, man. The sound of that engine. Oh. Fords all day, Bond. Game's coming back on. Bond, I will finish the rest of that, man. I did. You heard it? I turned the volume up. That is pure power, man. That is the way engines should sound, not those fast and furious. I know everybody has their preference. I'm just saying that is pure power, pure muscle right there. Bond, I will finish that. That is a 9-minute and 22-second video. I will finish that, man. I will definitely finish that. When I'm watching the Rangers, I will be playing that as well, which will be tonight. Thank you, Bond, for dropping that in. Everybody else that dropped me messages, I'll go through them after this game while I'm watching the Rangers. So Judge is up with 2 outs. 1 man on, down 3-1, top of the 8th inning. You think now maybe could be his breakout time? Doing the Leafs. Yeah, the Leafs significant. I know why they're called the Leafs. Yeah, I can definitely understand that. Judge 0-2. Come on, Aaron. Come on, man. Rocco's saying this reeks. No doubt. He's getting annoyed at the no hits. Caleb Collingwood, the Geelong hatred is because I have a. Yep, Collingwood. I was right. So I did get that right, Caleb. I did get that right. I judged it off you saying Carlton. I wasn't sure if Geelong, to be honest with you, was a rival of Collingwood because I'm only 2 years in, but I knew Carlton was. I said he has to be a Collingwood fan. Okay, I got you. Come on, Judge. Don't strike out here. He didn't. Hey, Caleb, did I ever show you? I do like Nick Dacos. Nick Dacos, man. It was, what was he, the 22 Rising Star? I looked a little bit at Collingwood when I was trying to pick my teams, man, and I did like the fact that Mason Cox, an American, played there. But Judge! He did it! He did it! He did it! Boom, 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 boom! Aaron Judge hit the 2-run homer and tied the game. He did it! He did it! He did it! He did it! Listen to Rocco. He's flipping out. Loves it. Absolutely crazy. Judge did it. He did it. He did it. What? I know, Rocco. Can you believe this? I know. I can't believe it either. He did it. I know. He did it. Can you believe this, Rocco? Stanton, yeah, he puts one over. That would be even better. Oh, he tried too. My dog is staring at my phone because of Rocco. Now she thinks I'm cheating with another dog. There you go, Gunner. Rocco sounding off. Rocco Rally from the Yankees. That's right. I said it's a little warm down here today because of the weather. We aren't running the air, so I didn't. That jersey at his age with his health issues, I didn't want to get too hot. Let's go. Oh, Stanton. That's the one he usually swings at. Stanton's doing great. His only kryptonite is throwing like a slider that goes 8 feet off the plate. Then he'll swing at that. Yes! That was huge. Fouled off again, 2-2. Rocco sounding off. We need a Rocco Rally. Vasilevsky's in net. Wow. He's another first ballot Hall of Famer, Daniel, when he retires. Wings on the power play. Stan's working. Wait a second. Wings on the power play. Bad call. Kucherov scores with 12. Kucherov's a monster, man. Kucherov is a monster. Stanton. Deep center field. Back-to-back homers. What? Back-to-back Stanton. Judge. Boom, 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 boom. Are you kidding me? What? Rocco, you see what's going on here? Oh, my gosh. Hold on, guys. Wow. What? They do have the Mets life in them. I said I wish they'd have some Mets comeback rallies here. What? Wow, Rocco, can you see what's going on here? Rocco's cheering, like Rocco going crazy. 1-0 Rangers scored on a 5-3. Wait a second. Bruin, were the Rangers on a 5 down? Was that a shorthanded goal? That's what I'm looking for. Friggin' Panarin's already going off again, man, just like last year. Stanton, bomb. Tony. I'm Lions all the way, Tony. I'm Lions all the way. I just got the I got a couple things because they gave me when I got the Mason Cox Guernsey and I got the Nick Dacos, they had a deal with it at the time, so I took it. I was still choosing my teams then, Tony. I am a 100% Brisbane Lions fan. Bond, a 71 Ford Falcon GTHO Phase holds the record for the highest documented price for an Australian-made road car at auction after a yellow glow example sold for $1.3 million in September 2021. What? Guardians are challenging. Hold on. They're challenging if they were trying to say Stanton didn't touch first base. Yes, he did. Yanks power at their finest. Yes. Jazz would have hit up the middle. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Ford, Yanks power at their finest. Both, yeah, they barely got over, but we'll take them. Fun times in Cleveland again. Oh my gosh. Hey, Caleb, like, how's your Ernest Biner? That's like, to me, the biggest, besides, John Elway 2 years in a row, Ernest Biner. It's probably a name no one wants to talk about in Cleveland. Fumbling the game-winning touchdown to go to the Super Bowl as you crossed the goal line and forgot the ball. 1987 season, I believe. Panarin Bruin going crazy. Watching at a bar with loads of Yankees haters. Yeah, they're probably quiet. Rick, it's probably quiet there now. They're probably talking smack the whole time, and now look at this. Caleb, Chisholm broken bat up the middle. Bats are alive. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wow. Wow. Rocco, can you believe this? If John Birdie hits a 2-run homer, man, Cleveland might as well just forfeit the last game. Chisholm going for the steal. Safe. Oh. This is insanity right now. Insanity. I know Rocco's got to go out. I'm trying to hold off. I know he does. He just woke up. He's definitely got to go out. Class A now have given up the lead in 2 playoff games. Yeah, they're never over. Even though we act and talk like they're over, they're never over. 0-2 on Birdie now, 0-2. I can imagine Sterling Cole on both home runs. I think with Soto, he goes, wonderful. Or Judges all rise, the Stantonian. Oh, is that going to drop in? Oh, no, I caught it. Wow. So we know Luke Weaver's going to come in the 9th. Who's coming in the bottom of the 8th? Wow. Boy, the Yankees were down and out. Judge hits a 2-run homer. Stanton hits a home run right behind him. Yankees winning 4-3 in the 8th inning. Wow. I know, buddy. Hang in there, Rocco. We're almost done. Cam Talbot was a backup to Henrik Lundqvist. Yep, he did play on the Rangers. And then I think he went to the Oilers and then Ottawa after that. You good, Rocco? I feel like I missed something here. No? All right, hold on, guys. Hold on. We're in between innings. We're going to listen to a little bit more of Bond's GTO here. Wow, is that awesome or what? Bruin, you saw this? Look at all those. Oh, man, this car is flying. Oh, man, I'm going to watch the rest of this when this game is over. That is amazing, man. That is amazing. Right, Rocco, I know. It's incredible. GTO Phase 3, 351 V8. Look at that thing, man. What a machine. Could you guys hear it? Could you guys hear it when I was playing it? Could you guys hear that? Rick, watching at the bar. I read that. Yeah, I'm about to take him out, guys. Cleveland's coming up to the bat. I think I'm going to take him out quick. I think he's a starter for Detroit and had a pretty cool mask. Is he starting for Detroit now, Cam Talbot? He's drinking water. Hold on, guys. Gardini, are you watching this? Crazy. Crazy. Oh, you could hear it, Bruin? Oh, man. That is exciting, man. Guys, everybody here is in the Caleb, are you in the Discord? I don't think Caleb's in the Discord. Caleb, come on, join the Discord, man. Caleb, join the Discord with everybody, man. It's right there. Come on in. That you could hear it? That is freaking awesome, man. Wow, what a video, Bond. Thank you. Yeah, Rocco's drinking water right now. Here we go. Bottom of the eighth. Canely is still in. Canely's still in. Strike one. Rizzo is back at first. Birdie is out of the game. Rizzo is back at first for defensive purposes. And Austin Wells, as we already know, pinch hit for Trevino. So he's in the game as well. That's going to be a ground out to Volpe, I hope. Throw it. And that's an out. Woo. Well, Jimenez gets down that line fast. Why not pinch hit Rizzo to face Class A? Yeah, I mean, why not? That makes sense. All right, guys, I'm going to take him out really quick. I'll be right back. He's too old. I can't let him hold it that long. By the time I come back, the Yankees will be about anyway. I'll be right back. Let's see this pitch. Is that a fly out? All right, I'll be right back. We are back. We are back. Thanks for hanging in there, everybody. We are back. We are back. Here it. What I missed? Why not pinch hit Rizzo? Read that. Behind the net perspective was cool. Hope we hold on here. Now I'm in the Discord. Awesome, Caleb. Good to have you in, brother. Good to have you in. All's quiet in the basement. Yep. Vegas 3, Bolts 2. And what are the Rangers doing right now, Bruin? Bruin, what are the Rangers doing right now? All right, Caleb, welcome in, man. Welcome in. Plenty of things going on in here. Like I said, when I'm watching the Rangers, I'll go through all this stuff that's going on here. So here we go, bottom of the 8th, 4-3 Yankees. 2 outs, 2 on. I guess we switch pitchers. I guess we switch pitches, 2 on, 2 out. So let's see if we can get through this. Come here, Rocco. There you go, buddy. He loves these things. It's bone marrow snacks. He loves these. It's like money for him. Gets him after every walk. Luke Weaver is being asked to do a 5-out save. Right now, he's postseason, 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 9 strikeouts, 4 out of 4 save opportunities. Let's go. 2-0 Rangers, power play goal from Panarin. Again? Or was it already 1-0 when he scored? All right, David Fry, Jose Ramirez, let's go. Come on, Weaver. This is huge. And can we get some runs in the top of the 9th, maybe? So no, I really haven't missed anything except a couple guys getting on. Come on. Come on, Luke. Oh, they got a problem with the comm thing or whatever it is now. Isn't it funny? All this technology, and they got it. Where's my water? I'm looking for my water. It's right here. Any word, like anybody know they're really going to come out with that robot umpire? They better not. They better not come back out with the robot. I know they use it in some minor league games. I don't want to see a robot umpire. Like, that's something I definitely don't want to see. Let's go. Let's go. Bon, you watching the game? Rocco must have an extra full bladder. He does, man. He's old. Bon, he's going to be 14 on the 24th. I mean, we've had him since he was a puppy, since he was like 4 months old. Yep. He's going to be 14 on the 24th, and Rocco's got a whole lot going on, Bon. So if you weren't here for it a month ago, his glands were so swollen. The vet was like preparing us because his heart and his liver are not good. Oh, that's I was like, man. And then he bounced back. He gave him antibiotics. He said he wasn't sure if they were going to work. Boom. Rocco said, boom, 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 boom. They worked. He's basement strong, Rocco. Glands went down. He still has the other health problems, but man, he is basement strong. Come on, Weaver, let's go. Let is go. I know I'm ready to watch the Rangers now, so we can hurry up and finish this game. Not funny. He went. Oh, he lucked out. He didn't check swing. He went. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, guys, so we're going to the top of the ninth inning. Top of the ninth inning. For the Yankees, we need some insurance runs because leading off will be Jose Ramirez. He can tie the game with one swing. And as I said earlier in the stream, for the people out there that say Jose Ramirez is overrated are out of their freaking minds. How many teams would not take Jose Ramirez on their team? Right, Rocco. How many teams would do that? How many teams would not take Jose Ramirez on their team? Ohtani leadoff bomb, 1-0 Dodgers. Wow, Bruin Rangers are on ESPN Plus. I don't have listening to on my portable radio. I have ESPN Plus. That's good, man. Trouba, no more crap about Judge not coming up big. Boom! Yes. And Trouba, we have to shout out Giancarlo Stanton, man. The guy has been – they showed a stat on Stanton in his playoff career. He hits a home run once every 9.4 at-bats. Babe Ruth is the only one in history above him at what, like 8 point something, like 8.6 or whatever the case. Stanton's been doing it too. Trouba, yes. Judge has come through. Thank goodness. I didn't want to start looking at him like the A-Rod of now in the playoffs. Even though A-Rod had a humongous 09. I always give A-Rod credit for that. A humongous 09. And not for nothing, he had a great postseason average in career with the Seattle Mariners. So he's an October boy for sure. Yeah, let's go, man. I'm a huge Judge fan, and most of my Yankee jerseys are Aaron Judge or Derek Jeter. I still believe, it's my personal opinion, but I still believe Dave Winfield's 31 number, that should be retired. That should be on the wall. That should be on the wall. Dave Winfield's number should be on the wall in Yankee Stadium. All right, here we go. Top of the ninth inning. Can we get an insurance run or two, please? You got Volpe coming up now. Oh, yeah. When you said he's an October boy for sure, I was talking about Judge at that moment. Like, yes, I don't want to refer to him as Stanton. I want this to continue, in other words. But yes, Stanton. For a while, we all weren't sure about Stanton. For a while, we weren't, but Stanton has proved us, and a lot of the media, all wrong. I had friends of mine in Miami when I lived in Florida that hated Stanton. He said, he only gets home runs when they're already winning 13-0, whatever else. You know? That's what's funny. Bond, this thing in Discord, I'm going to pull up the whole thing and hold on a second. I just lost my stream. In the old days, guys, the BTDs, come on, Volpe. We need a run or two. I think Ramirez is the next batter up. Sorry, I'm like so into this now. We need to come on. We just need a run or two, please. Not many. Not many what, Rick? I missed that. I think I read ESPN. I already read that. He walked. Bruin, I need to listen to games on radio more often, especially when they're not on ESPN Plus. Listening to games on the radio is so old school, but I love it. I did it a lot in the truck. When I trucked around the country, I had to listen to games. I had no choice. I had to listen to games on the radio because if I was driving, that's all I had. But there's nothing like listening to a baseball game compared to the other sports. Baseball on the radio is better than the other sports. Just different. Verdugo, come on. How about a 2-run home run for a change? Although he is hitting 261. He's in October. I read that. Bruin, I need to listen to games on the radio more often. I read that. How do I end up keep reading the same thing? Fern to Stan read that. Some insurance ones would be great. Yes, sir. Hold on. Next pitch. Check it first. Trouba, social number 79. Social number 79. What? Oh, retired? Yeah. Thurman Munson? Yeah, no doubt. He should be on that wall, too. That's a real There's a couple guys that should be on there, and yeah, definitely. Hey, Trouba, I got a question for you guys, actually. Do you think A-Rod should be on there? A-Rod thinks he should be on the wall. He thinks he's done enough as a Yankee that he should be on the wall. What's your opinion on that? I don't think he should, but that's because of the steroids. That's the only reason why. And I was a big A-Rod fan. That steroid thing kind of killed me with, I still loved him as a player. I respected everything he did, but I have a tough time with that one. He did do a lot as a Yankee. He did. He was a big part of that 09 ring. Angus, JB's Discord ready for a soccer thread? Angus, we're getting there, man. We're getting there. The only reason I'm saying Saturday at 12:30, I want to do the game as long as Rock and I aren't doing anything Saturday. I don't know what we're doing Saturday afternoon. I think I'll be able to do it, is all I'm saying. If I'm here at 12:30, I'm doing that, and then I'm doing the Yankees Saturday night. And we're doing the Jets on Sunday night. Bruin Red Wings think they're not so good as people think they are. Hey, by the way, I haven't paid too much attention to the offseason. Did Patrick Kane re-sign with Detroit? What happened there? Did he re-sign with them? 2-2 on Verdugo. One man on, nobody out. Volpe's on first. Verdugo! Oh, they will not double. Volpe, what is with the bad base running with this team? What is with the bad? He dropped it. We're safe. We lucked out. What is with the bad base running with this team? We lucked out there, but that was bad base running by Volpe. Man, Jazz and Rizzo in last game, Trevino earlier this game, and Volpe running past second base. Like, what is he doing? Did he think the ball went in the outfield? I'm sorry, man. You can't be doing that. Not this late in the game up by 1 run. You can't be doing that, Volpe. You lucked out. He dropped it. Really? Trouba, was it your Little League number? Wow. That's awesome. Was it coincidence, or was it because you wanted Munson's number? Bruin, their offense was doing pretty good during especially the first half. The Jets, yeah, they did. I don't really have a problem. And by the way, without Hackett calling plays, the Jets had 73% of their plays were motion plays, which Hackett never did. Hackett did like 12%, maybe a little bit more, but 73% of our plays were motion plays, and now Rodgers has Devontae Adams. We'll see. Like I said, I've seen this movie before, guys. I'm just not going to buy in yet. I'm going to sit back and see what happens. So Austin Wells is up. Talk about guys that need to hit. Come on, Wells. Come on. We got 2 runners in scoring position, nobody out. We need runs here. There's no excuses for this. Let's go. They better get runs here, man. The Yankees have a bad habit of not scoring runs with runners in scoring position and nobody out. By the way, love Rock's video. Oh, yes, Trouba. Have you commented on them? That is awesome. I'll let Rock know. I'll let her know. Thank you for supporting the channel, Trouba. Yes, I'll let her know. Drop some comments in that. It's awesome, Trouba. Wells, let's go. Oh, strike 2. Come on, Wells. Oh, man, the food is amazing, Trouba. Thanks for bringing it up. Angus, when I was a kid, I had a huge radio antenna, which meant that I could hear games all over the country. Did you have the radio ears too, True? Did you have the hat with the ears and the cup holders on it too, Angus? Somehow that worked. Oh, he did resign 1 year, $4 million. Okay, wasn't sure what was going on there. All right, he did resign. Okay, thanks, guys. I really wasn't following that much. I just wondered where he landed. Come on, Wells. Struck out. Come on, man. Still need to fix our base running. Yep, we sure do. We sure do. We lucked out there, man, but this is really bad, man. And now Wells strikes out. He can't even fly out. We better not leave second and third and nobody out and go into the bottom of the ninth with a one-run lead. They need to score here. And sadly, and you guys are Yankee fans, you've seen it too. A lot of times during the regular season, we saw this. Bases loaded, nobody out, no runs. Second and third, nobody out, no runs. Second base, you guys get the point. And we've seen this a lot during this season. You cannot do that. You have to get at least a run here. I want more than that, but you get my point. Bruin Johnny for Yank Me's base running. Boy, that guy, it's funny when people jump in here for a minute, right? And say something stupid like that guy did way earlier. And now we use their themes that they think are so devastating to us. Hold on one second, guys. I'm texting with a bunch of my Yankee fans here. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Where was I? I was talking about the Red Wings, Johnny. With what? Their offense was doing pretty good especially during the first half. Well, I wouldn't. Oh, all right. Well, all right. I was about to give you a lame excuse, so I just decided not to give any at all, Bruin. I was about to give you a really lame excuse for that, and I'm just going to leave that alone. All right, very good. That's where that one went, Bruin. Bon, I was in one of our music community streams yesterday. He made up a song about me and his other lady in chat sitting around a bonfire. Bit funny, but really cool. That's awesome, Bon. That's really cool, man. All right, we did a pitching change here for Cleveland. And Ramirez is going to be leading off the next inning. How about we don't have more than a one-run lead? All right, Andrew Walters is in for Cleveland. 2.1 innings pitch, 1 hit, 1 earned run. Who cares? Glaber's up, and then Soto. We better get runs. Let's go. Ball 1. Angus, I had a roof antenna plus the radio is grounded too, which helps a lot with reception. That's the first thing I picture of those kids that had that back then, like with the parachute pants. Let's go. Ball 2. Come on. Work that walk, Glaber, if you have to. Get Soto up. The bases loaded. Cable, this top of the order is coming up. Still. You are ahead of me, Caleb. Sack flies would do, yeah. Sacrifice fly would do. Lunicorn is doing well, man. He made it through. Truba, he lives in Tampa. He made it through the hurricane all right. We had some family that lived in Tampa that came up and stayed with us last week. That's why I wasn't on last week. We had a lot of family up here. It was great to see them, and they've come out with it pretty good. Came out of it pretty good. Lou will be back on. Lou was on he was on with me for a Jet game like a little over a week ago. Maybe 2 weeks ago because the storm was last week. Yeah, he'll be back on. Lou's around. He's doing great. Bond, Bruin, okay, I'll put it in there. You will have to skip to the song because, put it in the Discord for sure. That's a strike, 3-2, and that was a strike. That was a strike. Glaber's staring like, dude, that was a strike. That was a strike. Hold on. Yeah, that was a strike. Glaber, that was a strike. Right at his knees. Come on, Glaber. Yeah, good news. Yeah, Truba, good news. He's doing great. Lou's doing great. It's a Lunicorn. He's doing fine. Maybe I'll have him on Sunday with the Jets. Come on, Glaber, let's go. Right down the middle. Just a sacrifice fly. That better get to the stands. Get to the stands. All right, here we go. Full count. Come on, Gleyber. You better not. You better get runs. Striking out is not an option. Right over the middle of the plate. All these foul balls. End of the first, 2-0 Rangers. All right. That'll get a run in. That is way back by the warning track. That will get a run home. Thank you, Gleyber. Volpe's in. That is 2 bad errors by the Indians in this series. The guy dropping the ball, the shortstop dropping that fly out, and them dropping the ball in an easy rundown for Volpe. We got lucky twice, man. We'll take it. 5-3 Yankees. Come on, Soto. Oh, home run would shut this. The people start going to their cars if he hits a 2-run homer. If Soto hits a 2-run homer and makes it 7-3, the people are going to start going to their cars. Be like, dude, I got to go to work tomorrow. Oh. Oh, well. Cleveland has an error, too. I forgot to put the error thing up there. Very loud out. Yes, Caleb. You big time, buddy. Vegas goalie standing on his head. Really? Bon, I'm just making scrambled eggs, but I'm listening. Awesome. Rick, imagine living in Ohio, too. Oh, I've driven the truck through Ohio. No thanks. Remember when Odell Beckham, when he was still at the top of his game, went to the Browns from the Giants, like from the spotlight to like no light? Yeah, nobody wants to play in Cleveland. That's right, Bond. Don't worry. Wait, this whiteboard will be massive when I do hockey, basketball, and football. I have a lot more. Oh my gosh, that was a strike! Oh, come on, Soto. Oh. Too close to take. That's the old adjective in baseball. When you have 2 strikes, that was too close to take. It could be argued one way or the other, but you know what? With 2 strikes, that's too close to take. Too close to take. I should quiz you guys. I will be quizzing you guys on Sunday night with the Jets because we went over a lot. And I'll be quizzing you guys as the situations come up. We'll see what you guys remember. That's why I drove home many, many points over and over and over again. We'll see what you guys remember. Mr. Marine was worried about a quiz. There's going to be a quiz. The next Jets game, there's going to be a quiz. One second, guys. Caleb, great pitch. Soto should be swinging at that with 2 strikes. Yeah, that's the old adage, Caleb. It's too close to take. You have 2 strikes. It's too close to take. That's the best I can say. It's, you know what? When you're leaving it up to the umpire, it's like boxing. You don't leave it to the judges, right? That's too close to take. And Soto's too good a hitter to be taking that. At least foul it off. I mean, at least do something. But you just stand there, and that's just too close to take, man. For Bond, JB, it was 43, right? LOL, that's all I remember. Wayback was paying more attention than me. That's right. We'll see what Wayback remembers. He was repeating everything I said. We'll see what he remembers Sunday night. The Jets play the Steelers Sunday night. We're in front of the nation once again. See, this chair is... This chair's not holding like it used to. And I haven't abused this chair like I abused the last chair. Remember the last chair? That chair got beaten up. Back got torn off. It's a mess. Soto should be swinging it, right? JB is 40. I read that. Angus, one quarterback away. See, you guys, you're already starting to study. You're starting to get those files going of everything I said, right? Quarterback away. Jets were a quarterback away. Very good, Angus. See, it's all coming back now. Oh, Bruin, remember that when Joakim Noah was rightfully trashing Cleveland? I do. Remember that? Karma came around, though, when Noah came to the Knicks. Noah was awful on the Knicks. He was an embarrassment to himself and the league. What a joke that was. But, yeah, I remember when he would clown on Cleveland all the time. Well, here's Jose Ramirez. I don't mind seeing him up by 2 runs and nobody on. This is like the most ideal situation to have Jose Ramirez up. The most he can do is hit a home run, and they're still down by a run. You see my point? I don't want him to hit a home run, but you get the point. You don't want this guy up with men on bases. Come on, Luke. Oh, no, Rizzo dropped it. He's going to be safe. Safe. Rizzo couldn't play the ball. Now this is bad. Angus, the more yards you gain, the less points you score. Very good, but there is a come on, Rizzo. That was a hard shot, but he should have – they put him in for defensive purposes too. Rizzo, oh, man. Angus, you're close. You're close on that, but there's certain terms. Those terms will come up during the game. You got the right idea, though. Josh Naylor up. Oh, boy. Come on. 1-1, Mets. How Vientos has been a monster for them, Caleb. Vientos has been a monster. Boom, strike one. 1-1. Hope the Mets beat LA. Can't stand the Dodgers. You know what's funny, Caleb? A lot of Yankee fans are nervous to play the Mets because Yankee fans will never live it down if we lose to the Mets in the World Series. Never live it down. I'm not nervous to play the Mets. The Mets are really good, though. The Mets, you can't sleep on the Mets. Bruin, I wasn't taking notes either, Bond. You and Bond, you guys have been around me long enough. You should know some of these things. Bruin, yep. Something about field goal. Uh-oh. You guys might be in trouble on Sunday. Double play. Double play. And Josh Naylor, thanks for showing up. The guy didn't even run hard down the baseline. Like, I don't understand. One of my pet peeves in baseball, I mean, fine, he's not on our team, but it's the point. You run hard down that baseline because you don't know what can happen. It could be an overthrown ball. He could bobble it. He could miss the ball, drop it, and you're just jogging down the baseline like, I'm hitting to a double play. What if something happens, man? There you go. Pete Rose would never. Pete Rose sprinted on a walk. On a walk, he would sprint to first base. Not this jogging crap. Like, what if something happens, man? You're giving that team time to make up for an error. Like, come on. Bolts on the power play, great. Denver, no offense, but I feel the New York Jets NFL version of retirement home where the all soon-to-retire quarterbacks have their swan song seasons. It's true, but if he could have one like Vinny Testaverde had for the Jets in 98, like that. But we started 2-3 that year. The Jets were 2-3 with Vinny. But here's the difference. We had Bill Parcells and Bill Belichick on the coaching staff. Little bit of a difference than what we have now. Like I said, Denver, we got Devontae Adams, great. I'm just sitting back. I bought in with the Rodgers thing, and I look like a fool. We're one game better than the Patriots. That's really embarrassingly bad. So we'll see what happens. That's it. I agree with that, Caleb. If the Mets beat us, I mean, I won't like that either, but the Dodgers, I want them out. I just want them out. It sounds hypocritical as a Yankee fan, but I want them out. I want the Dodgers gone. You know what? And for all the people that say, when's the last time New York won a championship in anything? Well, at least if it's Mets Yankees, we can say they won one. I want the Yankees to win it. But you get the point. And by the way, it was 2021 when the New York Football Club, soccer, won the MLS championship. 2021. So here we go. 3-2, 2 outs, full count on Thomas. Come on, Weaver. Do not let him get on. Come on, Weaver. Here we go. Deep center. Deep center. Off the wall. I don't know if that's a home run or not. Wow, Lane Thomas with a huge double. That was almost gone. Bolts on a power play. Good. Let me know what happens there, Daniel. Caleb, I read that. We can just bring up 2,000 if that happens. Right. Absolutely. Because it'll be a 1-to-1 thing. You beat us, we beat you, you beat us. But I still think the Yankees will pull that out. Bruin, exactly. 5-3 power play for the Bolts. They better score. Sider scores 2-1. Judge played that very well, Caleb. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Come on, Yankees, end this thing so I can watch the Rangers, please. And so you can go up 3-0. Dang, man, 2-1. 17:35 left in the second. Come on, Yankees, finish this game. Boy, that was close. Are they reviewing that? No, it's a double. All right, let's go. Let's end this thing, please. GB, another cellar dweller accounted for, another Ozzy in the basement. G'day, Johnny Rock, and the 2 yards forward and the 2 penalties back. That's a good one, GB. You're on it. You're on it. G'day to all the go-Gs. G'day to the skippies. Caught the end of the chat. Enough time for a thumbs up. Boom. Thank you. All right, Noel is up. He's pinch hitting. Come on, Weaver. 2 yards forward. That's right. See, you guys, your brains are going. Your brains are going. Come on. Tie game. Pinch hit, 2-run homer. Tie game. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Come on. Wow. I mean, that was a no-doubter. Wow. That curveball went right over the plate. I mean, that was might as well have underhanded that one. Strike 2. Now he's going to get this guy out. You got to be kidding me, man. Weaver didn't even turn around. He knew it. Everybody knew it. Yeah, GB has the greatest openings. There's no doubt. He has the best openings, man. You got to be kidding me, man. Come on. Struck him out. Strikes the next guy out. Unbelievable, man. Both closers blow the game. Noel on a pinch hit. By the way, just to add a little more to it, he's hitting .67. .067. .067. Two-run homer. And no doubt or two, that curveball might as well have been underhanded. Wow. Close but no cigar. Yeah, Mr. Marine. Close but no cigar. Wow. He blasted that, man. That was. Oh, Jonathan Quick's in tonight? Good. They need to get him some work. When's the next Ranger game? I can't believe that, man. We should be done with this. This is going to be a 10-hour game. Thankfully, though, there's no ghost runner in the playoffs. Wow. Oh, Rangers play Saturday at 7 o'clock, same time as the Yankees play at 8 o'clock. I tell you, I can't win for losing when it comes to the Rangers trying to do a Ranger game, and the Yankees are always on at the same time. Mr. Marine, 81, 98, 2010, and 11 lost AFC Championship game. Mr. Marine, you are right on 2. You're right on 2 and wrong on 2. You got Mr. Marine, that's like a 50% score right there. That's an F. That's an F, Mr. Marine. That's an F. You only got 2 out of 4 right. That's 50%. Wow, I'm shocked. You guys should know. If nothing else, you guys should know that one. I say that in here 9 gazillion times. And not just on, I say that all the time. Bruin, don't do it, man. Don't tell us we're going to blow this now. So now you got, Mr. Marine, you got 3 of them right. 98, 09, and 10. Those are 3 out of 4. 81 or 2011 is wrong. Which one's wrong? And correct it. Now I really sound like a teacher, right? Bond, g'day, GB. I don't think any of the Americans in here would know who Skippy is. Skippy, what a legend. LOL. Could you imagine Skippy and Flipper on an adventure together? Yep, completely lost on that one, Bond. You are correct. We don't know anything that you're talking about. Caleb, I'm in shock. I should be watching the Rangers now. I was all ready to turn to the Rangers, get something to eat, kick back, and say, man, we're up 3-0, and here we are. Wow. Talk about a momentum swing. I got a million text messages now. Come on, Judge. All right. Top of the 10th. Come on, Judge. Rangers on the power play. Man, Bruin, I should be watching that right now. I should be watching the Rangers right now. Come on, man. Tony, Bond, Skippy was shown all the way around the. I don't even know what you guys are talking about. I'll let you guys have that combo. I don't know what you're talking about. Come on, Judge. Come on. Strikes out looking. Come on with these strikeout lookings from great hitters. Come on. Yeah, Bruin, I really should, right? Were you saying that? Bruin, you sound like me watching the Jet game. It's over. You know what? I don't get that vibe with the Yankees. My Jet negativity is really bad. My Jet negativity is like really, really bad. It's not as bad with my other teams. Like, I know in my heart the Yankees are going to win this series, but can we please get like a 3-0 lead? And then if you drop one, okay. But don't drop one now. Come on, Stanton. Like, everybody's quiet now, right? We're all quiet. Yeah, I really should be watching the freaking Rangers. This should be over. I should be eating something now and watching the Rangers, right? I should be chilling. Rocco's already laid out again. I mean, this is what we should be doing. That was not a strike. Are you guys watching? This was not a strike. Because I'll tell you what, we don't score now, and we got the bottom of the order coming up in the next inning. Stanton, there it is. What I tell you his kryptonite was? Any ball that goes off the plate by 10 feet, he swings at those. Come on. Come on, Stanton. He almost swung at that. Oh, he almost swung at that. Now you got a pinch run for him. You can't let Stanton run the bases. You need to pinch run for him. Who are you going to put in, like Oswaldo Cabrera? Trying to think who's on the bench. Birdie's playing. He's fast. Yeah, you'd have to pinch run Oswaldo. You cannot let Stanton stay on these bases. Yeah, there you go. It's pinch running. Bond, JB Skippy was an Australian TV show about a kangaroo. The Roo was a legend. Kind of like Mr. Ed for us. Mr. Ed was a horse. A talking horse. I know the song. Like, I actually know the song. Jazz almost hit. Mr. Ed was a talking horse. Have you guys ever heard of Mr. Ed? He was like a really famous horse over here, like when I was growing up. And it was even before my time when I was growing up. Oh, yeah, it needs an update. Thanks. I didn't really want to update it. I didn't want to face reality. I'm still in disbelief, Caleb. Let me see this pitch. Come on, Jazz, over the wall. Who's pinch running? I didn't even see who they put in. Oh, Dominguez. All right. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Come on, Jazz. Oh! They're saying he's out. All right, this is what we got to do now because this is what's been happening. Now, is he out? Oh, I think his foot was off. I'm doing 100% biased right now. Oh, I don't know. The nerves are off the charts. JB Whiteboard, I read that. Trocheck power play goal, 3-1 Rangers. Boom, 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 boom. Man, I should be watching that. Martian pin. Yeah, he's fast, man. Right, it is smart because you might need Cabrera can play anywhere. You might want to have to save Cabrera. He can play anywhere. That's right. And you still want Verdugo out in the field. So, all right, it was Volpe. 2 outs, first and second. Come on, Volpe. I used to love Mr. Ed as a kid. It was a favorite. Oh, I know the song. I'm really ashamed that I know it, but I still remember it. I'm going to sing it in between innings. I'm going to sing it after the Yankees win the game. How are you looking at that? I know it's only one strike. I'm just saying. I'm just like, come on, get this run home. Whiteboard time. That's dry board might be the greatest addition to the basement. So, oh man, like I said, you guys will. You already saw me go off. I really didn't think this out too well. I guess you get that 10th inning, right? 1-2, 2 on. Let's go, Volpe, Mr. Number 1 draft pick and future of the Yankees. Next, Derek Jeter. Well, Jeter would get a hit here. Let's go. Let's go, Volpe. Come on. Jeter would get a clutch hit here because that's what Jeter did. So let's go, Volpe. And there's Jeter right there. That's his jersey in the middle. That's a Jeter jersey right there, the home one. Let's go, Volpe. Come on. Woo! Good hold up there. Yes, GB. A horse is a horse, of course, and no one can talk to a horse, of course. That is, of course, unless the horse is the famous Mr. Ed. Boom! Let's go, Volpe. Come on. I just sang the song. Volpe better get a hit. He struck out. Oh. Struck out. Angus, if JB really wants a retro, we should use the messy chalkboard. So I can do this scratching. Come on, man. Are we going to be here till 1 a.m? This game's going on 4 hours soon. It's going on 4 hours soon. And he was safe. I'm looking forward to the Mr. Ed song. JB is going to take me down memory lane. Yep. I was hoping the song would inspire Volpe. Yep. It's just a song, like you just know it. Like a horse is a horse, of course, and no one can talk to a horse, of course. That is, of course, unless the horse is the famous Mr. Ed. Boom, boom, boom. I know, like the dumbest song stick in my head. I don't know why. I still remember the Big Mac song. That's really bad. I remember that song too. Is this what we're doing now? I should be watching the Rangers and eating something. I should be watching the Rangers, not singing Mr. Ed in the 10th inning. You weren't kidding about Panera earlier, Johnny. Has 3 points so far. Yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about. Dodgers up 3-1. Come on. What inning is that in, Caleb? The Met game might end before the Yankee game does. We're going on a 4-hour game here now. Thank goodness this didn't start at 8 o'clock. We'd be at 1 a.m. again. Well, who the hell texted? What's it? People are upset. People that I know, everybody's upset. This is freaking retarded, right? It's crazy. Well, let's go. Who's on the mound now? Clay Holmes is on the mound now. Well, you know what, guys? Now this is a pressure moment for Clay Holmes. How's he going to do? Postseason now, guys. Let's 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. He's been pitching well when he hasn't been in the pressure situations. And guess what he's in now? A pressure situation. Third inning for the Dodgers. They might catch up to us. Bond, thanks. Oh, there you go. I will sing the Big Mac song. What a Big Mac is made of if the Yankees win this game. Why I know that one too, I don't know. There's a base hit right off the bat. 4-1 hat trick for Panarin. You know what, Bruin? Had the Yankees closed this game out, I would have seen Trocheck's goal and Panarin's goal. I would have been seeing these goals. Now they would give up. There's Holmes already. Leadoff single. Well, here we go. Bunt. One out. But the lead runner is what counts. He's on second base, so that was a successful bunt. Heart attack Holmes is in. Heart attack Holmes. Rock said I'm being too loud. I got to calm down. I told her it's the Yankees' fault. It's the Yankees' fault. It's the Yankees' fault. Angus, I'm glad I live in the central time zone. Everything is an hour. I know. I tell like Manav and our Cali guys, like, man, Monday Night Football starts at like 6:30. 6 o'clock for no, it starts at 5 o'clock. Holmes. Why didn't he throw to third? Wait a minute. Guy's running from second on a ground ball back to Holmes. He could have thrown him out at third. So you let the guy get the third? This guy gets a base hit. This game's over. Mancini by the 5-1 rate. By the way, Bruin, when Ryan Lindgren comes back, they got to send somebody down to the AHL, and apparently Mancini has shown such flair, they might send Zach Jones down. I don't know what's going to happen there because I'm still watching the Yankees. Strike one. Bond, oh yeah, and she should because I need to. I don't know where I'd be without her, Bond. That's 30 years now. We're together 30 years. 3-0. Yep. JB, I don't think you'd be able to watch a 5-day cricket match. Oh man, if I had a team in there like the Jet, I would have a stroke. That's it. Game over. Holmes just gave up a monster home run. Yankees blow this game. Yankees blew this game. Yankees blew this game. ESPN Plus. What a joke. What a joke. We're still going to win this series, but we should be up 3-0, man. This is really bad. Yeah, Bruin, by the way, the other night, I'm going to get off here, guys, in a sec. I know the Big Mac song, haha. You know what? Yeah. 2 all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. Yankee suck. Boom, there it is. Mancini, 5-1 Rangers. That was the song, Angus. I don't know why I remember dumb. I don't remember anything else, but I remember like useless trivia like that. Bond, JB, I don't think I would never be able to watch a 5-day cricket match, Bond. I would die of a heart attack right there. Angus, I know the Big Mac. I read that. First career goal. His first career goal, by the way, was taken away against Utah because Rempe was a little over the blue line. Yeah, Bond. Yeah, she definitely needs to, man. Without her, I'd be probably dead from cirrhosis, man. I'm not even kidding you. I was a big time drinker, man. Big time. She saved me from a lot of stuff. She saved me from myself, Bond, in a lot of ways. Mr. Marine, Johnny, you can leave the basement to go eat or call control. This is not us, family first. Yeah, I'm done, guys. Line is a net for Detroit. I'm going to watch the game. It really stings, Caleb, because you know what? We weren't doing anything anyway. Like, we weren't doing anything. Then they had to go ahead and take the lead. 7-5. They had to go ahead and take the lead, and we had to go ahead and blow it. Don't you hate when you hit the remote button too many times and you go to hit something and it went on something you didn't even want to watch? Rangers 5-1. All right, guys, I'm getting out of here. We'll be back on tomorrow night. Yankees and Guardians again, which should have been the clinching game. I can't believe that we just blew this game. So, yeah, tomorrow night's game is 8:08. I'm just double checking. Tomorrow's Friday. 8:08, guys. 8:08. We'll see you all tomorrow night at 8:08. I don't know who comes up with these freaking things. But anyway, thanks for everybody. Texas, another cellar dweller accounted for in the basement. In Texas, we're done. We're done. I'm going to watch the Rangers. They better not blow this game. That would be awful. All right, Texas. We'll see you tomorrow night, guys. Angus, see you later, everybody. See you, and see you. Oh, I'm going to watch it, Bond. I'm watching it as the Rangers are on 5-1. Watch this, Bond. I'm going to watch it, the rest of it right now. Bond, this thing is amazing. This thing is absolutely amazing. It was. All right, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow. Yankees. Tomorrow night we'll win it. Later.